Alright, hello everybody, and this will be session 15? Session 15 of Age of the Divine. I believe we have some shopping to do. Oh, first, before we don't have
gold.
shopping to do quite yet. Whoops. I fucked that up. Whoops. Villain, you said you wanted to investigate one of the small alcoves, didn't you?
That was last time, I believe.
We did not get around to it because we fought the guy, the big bad evil guy.
No, we went in here and there was the gold ore.
In here?
Where are you looking?
In here. The room with the guards.
I thought we didn't.
No, we went past that. I was talking about this one.
Oh, okay, yeah, then you found the gold ore. Okay, never mind. Cool. Alright, then I guess we can time skip, if you guys all want to, we can time skip back to the city. The city of Glitterheim.
What happened last session? I was not there.
You didn't watch the video?
Who would like to fill
It rained a lot for a while.
It what? It rained?
We had our wisdom drained.
No.
Yeah.
It was just straight
temporarily.
Up one fight. That's all.
Okay.
You have a platinum bar.
Oh yeah, you took one.
Yeah, it's worth like $5,000 or whatever.
No, it's worth
like 250
It's worth 25
gold.
platinum. So yes, 250 gold.
Yeah, you missed the end.
I said you would have gone back for a platinum bar even though it cost you wisdom. Just because it's one and for the memes.
Alright,
That's
so
like
yeah. Alright, Skylar, that bar has been added into your gold total already.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Yes.
I got some drip on me, huh?
Alright, yeah. And then
so you all I'll assume like a long rest and you all head back to the city of Glitterheim. So you all walk out of the mines. I'm actually assuming you guys go back to your tavern and rest before you do anything else.
Before we go back to the professor?
I'm assuming you would. You guys were pretty beaten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Skylar, we're level 8 now.
Yeah.
Plus, Hiroki would try
to
to figure out where the sword is from, but ultimately not recognize.
You would recognize the sword as celestial in nature.
You know, with its celestial writing and its tendency to hurt anyone whose heart, is not good.
What?
I can't hear Justin.
Skylar, push to talk, please.
Make airplane noise.
Alright, what, Justin?
You determined its celestial nature from the writing on its side and its tendency to burn those that it doesn't like.
Burn the unholy. Yeah. Oh yeah. Can you type out the inscription on the both before he pulled out the sword and after? Because I know it's this sword has been claimed by blank.
I think I put it in the chat somewhere.
Oh boy.
You need to make a quotes channel, but seriously and not just a stupid shit.
So having a nice push to talk on my mouse is really good.
Yeah, okay. I will do that right now, actually. Make an important information channel for you guys to put stuff in.
Yeah, because our, prophecies got kind of buried.
Yeah. So I can add stuff to this channel, and you all can add stuff to the important info channel. But anyways, the other bit of information that I need to give out, because I've done some planning since last session. Yeah, who'd have thought DM's plans?
Oh, yeah! I forgot! It's a good thing I wrote this down. Hiroki also would have asked Adric for remove curse for anything that has to do with the memory thing, because modify memory or whatever. Because there's like, he distinctly remembers that he did not pass out like everyone else, and then nothing.
Wait, when was this?
A couple sessions back, like way back when we were
Yeah.
what do you call
So,
it?
Adric, do you choose to cast
Kidnapped
remove
by the
curse on
watch.
Hiroki?
Yeah. Well, this was a couple days back or right now?
Right now. Hiroki's
Right now.
remembering right
We
now.
could just do it right now, because
Yeah.
Hiroki would remember, like, oh, yeah, by the way.
BT dubs, friend.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's not a ritual cast, right? So I'll just have to sacrifice one spell for that. Let me just double check that it is. Yeah, it's not. All right. Yeah, let's assume. Yeah, I'll remove curse for, and I'll give up transfer life essence. Oh wait, that's cantrip. I can't give that up. Never mind.
Mm.
I will give up mantra of flame for now.
Okay.
Yeah, we're for now.
And so Hiroki, you do remember where you were taken. That's basically what you remember.
Okay, neat. He's going to, what do you call it? He's going to write down in, yeah, he's just going to write it down in his journal.
I will remove a 3rd level spell slot.
And he will let you know that he now remembers where they were taken.
Interesting.
And then he will say very much thank you, because he would not have remembered if that didn't work.
Yeah. Okay. The other bit of information I need to give out is, Tali, did you get a good look at the dragon egg?
Did I? You told me.
You know who got a good look at the dragon egg? The man who picked it up.
You would not have known
Recognized it
this.
as a dragon egg, but I think Viln was the only one that recognized it as specifically a white dragon egg.
Yeah.
Okay, then never mind.
I got 19, he got
I don't have to
22.
give out that bit of information yet.
Yet.
But yeah. Okay, so with that out of the way, we can go. You guys, what would you like to do? You wake up at your tavern.
All right, neat. So you can go back to having mantra flame. If we wake up.
Well,
Is
I'm
that
assuming you
fine?
guys did this after you woke up, but you guys are in your
Okay.
tavern right now doing
Oh, okay.
stuff. What would you like to do?
I mean, we should go talk to the whatever their name was.
God damn it!
The
Where's my notepad?
professor?
Or
Was it professor?
I've just kept saying the professor.
yeah.
Professor Aaron Eluin Aranasto.
Aranasto. That one.
Let's see, and he wants to look at what we found, right?
Mm-hmm. And then take notes on them, and then give us a large quantity of money, probably.
Nice.
Hold on, I've got to find my right notepad. My mom fucked with all of my shit while she was here. Alright, yeah, so you guys walk to the university. I'm assuming you walk to where her office is?
I'd
Or
assume
you guys-
so.
Or do you guys go back to her office, is what I'm asking.
Yes.
Yeah. That's where we would find her, I would imagine.
Yeah. So, she is currently turned towards the table away from you, and seems to like have like this big set of like spectacles, like the spectacles that like scope outwards. She's wearing like a pair of those, looking away from you and like writing notes on something. She's muttering to herself.
To act his age or to act older.
Wait, what?
Basically walk up directly behind and go, "What you got there?"
She jumps a little bit and goes, "Sorry, did not hear you come in. I'm working with a very delicate artifact. It is, well, not really an artifact. It is a scientific. It is a marvel. I." And she puts it into a drawer. She wraps something up, puts it into a drawer, and closes the drawer, and says, "It is nothing of your concern."
Could I get the, what do you call it, the perception beforehand, though?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
I passively notice it.
What's your passive perception?
19.
Yeah, you get a decent look at it.
13,
So
probably not a
Hiroki,
great,
it's
but
wrapped up too quickly for you to notice anything. But Adric, it looks to be a greenish, like almost a light emerald color stone with what looks like veins of red going through it.
Hmm.
The red is
Mm,
similar to similar to whatever would happen when we touched
No,
that
it
one
is
stone
not.
to it.
It is much more akin to lava.
does the green look kind of a little bit on the sickly side?
No,
Not that
it's a very pearlescent crystalline green, like a very light colored emerald.
Hmm.
It did not look necessarily magical, or it appeared to be more of a precious stone rather than anything inherent, like anything with a lot of magical power.
I'll keep it to myself for now.
All right.
Hiroki shows her the sword.
She looks it up and down and like mutters a few words and immediately starts taking etchings and writing things down about it. And she like pulls out this big history book and places it on like a lectern and starts thumbing through it. And she goes, I will be a couple hours. Leave anything you found here and come back this evening."
So long as you share your findings, because I want to know what these things are.
Of course, of course. Would you all like to be paid now or after I'm done with these?
Now,
Probably now, because then we have something to do while you're researching.
Fair enough, fair enough. All right. And so she like reaches into a chest and she starts like pulling out golden sacks. So I need. Would you all like me to roll for how much gold? Me to roll for how much gold you guys get, or would you guys, one of you, like to roll?
I want to say let's have either a Tali or villain roll because it's bound to be entertaining that way.
Wait, why would we roll though?
It's entertainment.
Just for your personal edification. If you all would like me to roll, I will roll. If not,
You
I will
can
tell one
roll.
of you what to roll.
You can roll.
All right.
Yeah, go.
Did I get my calculation right?
How good or bad will it be?
That's a very specific number.
I can round down if you wish.
I didn't say it was a bad specific number. I just said it was a specific number.
There's hundreds on that and no ones.
True.
Yeah, but a couple twos
There's a couple 2s and 5s.
and a
And
four.
4.
There's also 1, 2.
We're just barely
3.
above average on that roll.
Yeah, because there's 90s and 80s, a bunch.
Yeah, you guys rolled above average pretty solidly. So yeah, you
That
guys
is
get
each.
That is not each. That is total.
Okay. I was like, that's a lot for us to each get. I was just making sure.
You all will always be paid in total unless one of you does something
How many of
behind
us
the
are
other's
there?
back or separately, or if you ask to be paid separately. But until otherwise, you guys are going to get paid in lump sums to split amongst yourselves.
That's it. That's how much we get each.
Nice.
Do you all leave her with the ruined king item you guys took, or the mad king item you took?
Hmm,
Which mad king item did you guys take?
the ring. I
Ring?
have it.
Are you going to leave it with her?
I'm gonna very quietly consult Hiroki. What you think I should leave it with her, Hiroki?
I think you should tell her what it does.
Make me a stealth check to have this conversation secretly.
Uh-oh.
She turns around and says, what are you all talking about?
Well, we have this other item
Something
here.
for your benefit.
All right, with that, I'll pull out the ring of the Mad King.
She gestures towards a table, and like on the table there's the cloth where she's asked you all to lay out the rest of the stuff, and she says, leave it there. I know how to handle dangerous artifacts. I have been in this business quite a while. And she gives you like a grin.
Immediately picks it up and puts it on.
Yeah, and then Hiroki looks at Adric and goes, "See, artifact lady knows what she's doing."
All
This
right.
is in fact my area of study.
I guess I'll put that and the platinum bar on there for now.
She immediately turns to the platinum bar, looks it over, like flips it upside down, like knocks on it, and she hands it back and she says, "This isn't magical. This is not of significant value.
Other than it is of significant value.
It's not of historical value." She
Yeah,
like
that's
rolls
true.
her
I can
eyes.
get plate armor.
All right. Then I'll take it back.
I can afford plate armor.
Wait, that's kind of hypey. You're actually gonna be unkillable.
All right, and with that,
So
you all can come back and get the information this evening. Until then, you all, I believe, have some money to spend. So the way we're gonna do shopping day is we will go down the list with one person at a time, and each person will get to choose one store that they want to go to. But if one person's going to a store that multiple people want to go to, we'll do that interaction all as one, and we'll keep going down until everyone's gone through it. Okay? So Adrian.
So, I have a question to the DM then.
Yes.
What the fuck do monks buy?
Well,
better hand
you
wrap.
Spoiler
can
alert, not
buy.
much.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
There are things like belts, like like the Japanese style belts, obis, that can increase your ki or things like that. And there are like hand wraps that you can get that can do certain things. There's a variety of things.
Okay. Does anyone sell Gucci slides?
God fucking damn it. Shut the fuck up.
What?
Get out of here.
Skylar, you
Gotta
take
get
5 psychic
that
damage.
Hmm.
You,
Unlucky.
Skylar, takes 5 psychic damage, not
Yeah.
an eBay.
Skylar takes 5 psychic damage.
God, why do I have a headache all of a sudden?
Bro, it's 'cause
Oh,
you're
5 damage is a lot more than a headache. 5 damage is out cold and
Yeah.
dying slowly.
Actually, no, that's just dead. I thought commoners have 2 health.
They have 4.
Oh,
I'm no commoner. I have exactly 6 HP.
you're not a commoner, you're Tom Cruise.
I'm the protagonist.
All right. But Adric, so you're at the top of my Discord list, so you get to choose where we go first.
Quick question. Can I dual wield holy symbols?
No.
All right.
Okay, I mean, you can, but you can only use one holy symbol to cast the spell.
Unfortunate.
Wait, that's genius. I just twin cast spells because I'm holding 2 crosses.
That's not, in fact, how that works.
Hey, what if I just fireballed twice because I was happening to hold a second cross?
Let's see. Would for enchantments would shield fall under armor?
Yes.
All right. Well,
If it affects your AC, then yes.
I want to go get something enchanted.
All right, so you're going to head to the enchanter. Yeah, it is the dwarf man who you've dealt with before, or more villains dealt with quite a bit.
I forget. Did he say his name last time we spoke?
I don't remember, so I'm gonna say no. Here, let me check my notes real fast.
If he has a name.
So before
No,
we
he
all
did not.
go,
He does not have a name because I forgot his name. So, oh well.
before we
No.
go walking everywhere, can I use the mask of disguise to
Yeah,
transform
of
into
course.
Divil?
Of course.
So if I get an enchantment on the shield, do I also get the AC increase or no?
What do you mean?
Because does AC not go up when you improve shield?
It can if you just get the flat enchantment,
Okay.
but if you get one of the effect enchantments, it does not.
The +1, +2, +3 are not the innate modifiers. They are a hidden modifier determining how valuable these enchantments are.
Correct. You can, however, just purchase the flat modifier
Like
for
a flat
the amount of
+1
that flat
shield or a
modifier.
+2 shield or a +3 shield.
All right. I think I know. I'm good. All right.
All right, so you
Hello
all
once
walk
again.
into the enchanter, and he's the big burly dwarf greets you all again. And says, "Ho, good to see you all again."
Howdy.
He gives you a sour look and goes, "Oh, so you brought the old grumpy one back."
We bring Grandma everywhere with us.
Sometimes you just need to leave the elderly alone and let them die.
I have a feeling anything we leave alone with her will die instead.
I feel like
He
that
gives
may
you
be
he
correct.
gives a little chuckle and goes, "So, what can I do for you all today?"
Mhm.
Mind if I take a look at your armors that you got available?
Magic or otherwise? Emma?
Yes.
He asks you magic or otherwise.
Yes.
He goes, I do mostly have just enchanted armor. If you want just to buy armor, you'll have to go to the blacksmith. But I do have some suits of armor that I have not enchanted yet. And he shows you what he's got. What are you looking to buy?
Well, what does he have?
He tells you, if you buy any armor from me, I'll be happy to enchant it for you, of course, for the right price. So you can basically buy armor from him. He's got armor in stock, basically, that he's getting ready to enchant, or he has on stock to enchant for someone to buy. Things like that.
But
So,
also, like, are there any enchanted armors that he has as well? Because when I said yes, I meant both.
okay, so he basically has he has a couple of enchantments on hand. Nothing that's not on the list, basically. And if he doesn't have it, he's willing to enchant it for you. He does not have any unique items in terms of armors. I don't know if Emma is talking but forgot to push to talk, or
I'm not talking. I'm reading the enchant.
okay. So yeah, he looks at the rest of you and goes, anything for any of you? And he turns towards you, villain, and goes, how's the crossbow faring? I hope it served you well.
Why, yes, my friend, it is most definitely have served me well so
Most
far.
definitely have served me. He gives you a chuckle and he says, ah, good. I'm glad, quite glad.
Yes, it makes a day of drinking feel a whole lot better having this crossbow on my back, being able to blast the enemies. Yes.
Are you looking to buy anything else?
Ah, man. As a cleric of Valea myself, you must know that instead of just drinking all day, we also have to protect ourselves. Yes?
I would assume nothing less.
Of course, and now, as a cleric, I am looking for some sort of lighter armor. I know there are clerics who tend to drink and hammer away, who like their heavy armor, yes?
Yes, of course.
But I like a light armor. So what is in your stock inventory for light armor?
He pulls out like a ledger and shows you a list of enchantments that you can find on the Word document.
This is unfortunate.
Does anyone know what they'd like to buy
I keep
presently?
getting him on push to talk.
I do.
+1 plate, basically. If he has one, then he'll ask how much.
So like the armor itself, he'll sell you at cost. So 1,500 gold pieces. If you want an enchantment, you can buy it for I'll have you roll for it.
Okay. So,
Are you going to get it enchanted?
Hiroki, yeah, he wants to get armor enchanted, but since he's selling the plate at cost, Hiroki will just straight up buy the plate anyway.
Yeah, and he says, would you like me to enchant this for you?
Hiroki thinks a moment and then he goes, "Yeah, I think a simple magical boost to it, basically +1 enchant."
All right, yeah. So a +1 enchantment will the +1 enchantment will cost you 500 gold pieces. You can try and roll persuasion to try and get it lower. Or you can just pay the 500.
Yeah, I'll roll persuasion a little bit.
All right. So base DC is 12.
Oh, wait. Could villain step in?
If he wants to, because it's his friend.
So Dibble walks up, obviously, like, oh, friend, this is one of my great drinking buddies right here, and we definitely do sip drink all the time. Now, would you be able to give this young man a little bit of a discount?
He chuckles and
Where's the smile?
yeah, okay. He'll give you a small discount. He'll say, I can go as low as 475 gold pieces for this enchantment.
Sold.
And he takes the armor back and like puts it on he like writes a note and ties a piece of paper to it with a note and says, I'll have that ready. I'll have this piece of armor ready by tomorrow morning. Just for you. And he like gestures towards villain. Just for you, I'll bump it up to the top of the queue.
Yes, friend. Here's another gold piece to get some drinks. Thank you so much for your hospitality for my friend.
Says, many thanks. All right. Who else?
Guess I'll go.
Yeah.
Well, once again, friend.
Greetings.
This time I'm here for some enchantments for my armor and shield.
Ah. All right. What kind of enchantments would you like on them?
Nothing fancy, just something to simply make it a little harder for whoever I'm fighting to hit. And by that,
The standard enchantments, of course. I will have these ready by tomorrow, and that'll be 1,000 gold pieces.
no, it'll be more, right? Because I'm doing splint to +2 and shield to +1.
Oh, splint to +2.
And I was hoping for payment you might be willing to take this platinum bar.
Splint to
Plus,
so your splint's already +1, right?
yeah.
So
So
splint to
it's
+2 and enchanting your shield to +1, right?
yeah. So 2,500, right?
2,500. And he says, "Yes, of course, I can work in platinum."
All right. Then I'll pay with the platinum bar and 2,250 gold.
He says, "Thank you very much. I will make sure to get this done as quickly as possible.
Thank you once again.
You have provided me a great deal of wealth this day, sir."
I'm sure it was worth it.
All right. Anybody else?
Yes.
Hello, the one they call Grandma.
Hello.
What can I do for you?
All right. So first off, I actually need to ask you, David, if this is like feasible within like the mechanics.
Yeah.
I want like my standard like body wraps, right?
Yeah.
But now here's the catch: when someone tries to attack me, they go out like snakes and grab people.
Like,
Yes,
Wow.
that is possible. You
I want
would
that.
need to. So that would be something. That would be a custom magic enchantment, right? All right. Let me look up something. Because the create magic item thing, where you can imbue items with magical spells, you'd be imbuing your hand wraps with the spell animate objects. So that is a 5th level spell, right?
Oh no.
That's 25.
25.
Because it's the second power.
25. I need to look at something.
What's your spell casting, Skylar?
No,
Uh,
it's not his. It is the forgers.
Oh.
Fit times 9. So
Guys, with +1 plate, my AC jumps to 23.
nice.
hold on. I need to modify that formula because that's from 3.5. There we go. That's what it should be. So it is.
Is that 3
25
times?
25 times. He says that'll be 5,000 gold pieces.
how does a platinum bar do?
A platinum bar is worth about 250.
As far as I was concerned, platinum. It was like
A
Yeah,
platinum,
it-
one
it's
platinum
a-
piece is worth.
so it's 5,000.
Yeah.
So that would be 500 platinum.
Isn't that being? I think that's also
Wait, but we have a
generous.
bar. We have no. Oh, hold on.
Bars,
The
25
bar is
platinum.
25
I thought the conversion rate. Was 100 gold per plat, and a platinum bar is chunky.
Could be a small bar. Anything in a bar shape is considered a bar. Like, they have 1 ounce gold bars. Like,
Or maybe platinum coins are just the size of like casino chips.
Oh my god! It's not a quarter. It's the size of your fucking eyeball.
Skylar,
no,
a bar
platinum
is
has
worth
always
25.
10 gold.
A platinum bar is worth 25 platinum.
At an exchange rate of 10 gold to a plat.
Oh, I was operating under the assumption that it was 100 gold.
It's
To
always
a
been
plat.
10. Everything in Dungeons and Dragons from one step to another is 10.
Oh.
Except for Electrum, which is dumb.
Electrum is 5 silver.
Yep, it's dumb. It's the only one that doesn't fit.
Okay, I may have to rethink my decision.
Hold on, Skylar.
Send-
I am doing something. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I might have calculated it wrong.
Please tell me you calculated it wrong by like several degrees of
It
magnitude.
turns out it's the other way.
Cost?
Right now it's 5,000 gold.
And how much do you have?
Not
250.
You've got to have
No.
more than 250.
You have the money we got from splitting the. You got the 1,764.
64.
And are we just not
8
taking
silver
that?
and 3 copper.
8 silver, 3 copper.
8 silver, 3 copper.
Oh,
I did calculate it wrong.
okay. So after
It's
I actually have
actually
1,800
more.
on the
It's
nose.
actually 1,250.
Oh, I can afford that easy then.
Well, it's 1,250 for 1 use per day. If you'd like to make it 2 uses per day, it will be 2,500.
Okay, 1 use a day it is.
1 use a day.
I mean, I can sponsor your 2 uses a day if you want.
Are you enabling me?
Yes.
Enable we go. All right, I've got 1,800. No,
All right.
Well, Inipe doesn't
2050.
have a
So I only
lot
need
of fun items.
I only have so I need 450.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, yeah. So you.
I now
fork
have
over
0
the
gold and I have been sponsored.
You fork over the gold and your hand wraps, and he says, "I will talk to my friend who's quite a spellcaster, and he will help me with this."
For flavor reasons, I don't know what you're spending the gold on.
I'm just like, hey, can I have 450 gold? And you're like, I got you, homie. Don't even sweat it.
I have no concept of money.
So magic items
Just
I
like,
need to
is
make.
this enough? Hold out arbitrary.
I have 2 as well.
So I need to make animated hand wraps. I'm just making note of things I need to make. Yeah. Anyone else need to buy anything?
Yes, I would like to have my shield enchanted to be a +1 shield and my armor enchanted to be +1 armor.
He nods. He tells you that'll be
1,000
gold.
So while everyone's doing that, I look for knickknacks around the store. Like, not like useful in battle magic items. I mean, just fun little oddities.
Okay, yeah. So anyone, feel free to interrupt me if you have something you would actually like to buy. Until then, I'll start describing some knickknacks.
I am out of money.
Go ahead.
So, villain walks back up to the guy after looking around, and he has his leather armor in hand, and says, "Hello, Fred. Would you be able to enchant this piece of armor leather to be able to be damage reducing?
How much damage reducing?
+2 enchantment."
All right, yeah. So the 1d4 minus 1.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, and he looks. He's gonna make an intelligence check because you took the armor off. He looks you up and down. He goes, "Is this really your armor? This does not look like armor of a dwarf."
Ah, no. This is armor for another drinking buddy that I have.
Does your buddy smell particularly awful?
Yes,
Does he not know how to
absolutely.
bathe?
Absolutely awful. He even though he's a drinking buddy, he's only my buddy because he can gulp down a lot of alcohol.
Hiroki pitches in. I've seen this dude. I think he's only bathed once.
And that was
just once.
and that was his
This-
fucking baptism.
Holy
He's
shit!
gonna take a pair of like forge tongs and take the armor and put it aside. He goes, "I will clean it for your friend as well, free of charge.
Wow, that is
think
very
you
kind
might
of you.
prefer if you didn't.
I am not enchanting it until I clean it."
Fair enough.
So, how much would it be for as a welcome customer?
2,500 gold pieces.
2,500 it is.
And he's like gathering these piles of like coin on his like, because like you can tell he like normally puts coin into a box. He like has to go out, like you guys have bought so much stuff. He
Grab
goes into
a
the back,
bucket.
pulls out like a bigger box and starts putting the coins into there.
Just shoveling them off of the table.
And okay, so anyone else before I start describing trinkets?
I would like to buy enchanting stuff, but that's not necessarily here.
Are you like what do you mean?
So that I can do Forge Cleric enchanting stuff.
I would assume you would have those.
Cool.
Yeah,
Sounds
like a
good.
hammer and anvil. All you need to do is find somewhere that'll let you use their forge.
Cool.
Can we talk about how Villain had so much money? And that's not even before smelting down the gold ore.
Oh, I know, but the gold ore isn't worth a whole lot.
Yeah. So what would you all like to do now? Or is anyone else would like to buy anything before I start describing trinkets?
I have 24 hours worth of enchanting to do, so at some point, go do that.
All right. Would you like to leave now to go do that, or after we've done shopping?
Doing the enchanting will take up pretty much the rest of my money. I do want to buy some of the like non-magical healing things that like heal you for 1 hit point, but I'll leave after we get there, whenever that is.
All right. So, there is a top that spins endlessly when you say a command word.
Spins and what?
I'm describing magical trinkets. There is a top that spins endlessly when you speak a command word.
Its sole purpose is to fuck with people from Inception.
In fact,
No,
it
it's
is.
to scam people. What you do is you say, "I bet that this will spin for X amount of seconds," and they go, "There's no way," and then you just set the command word to like bet.
You don't set the command word. The command word is set when the item was created.
Okay, well that's dumb and you're stupid.
There is a feather that when you speak the command word, it has the spell reverse gravity cast on it, so instead of falling downward very slowly, it'll fall upward very slowly.
Wait a minute.
I feel like that's designed to get lost.
There is a ball bearing, a pouch with a single ball bearing in it, and no matter how hard you throw the ball bearing or wherever you put the ball bearing, it will always reappear back in the pouch.
How much use is that with a single ball bearing, though?
I don't know.
You can mess
There's
with
a
people.
single ball bearing of
Look, you can
returning.
play the cups game.
True.
You know
And
you
then
can
they'll
play the cups
always
game
be
without
wrong.
having magic
You'll
items,
make
though.
money. That's what it's useful for.
There is a small statue of a knight who, whenever you look at it, does not move, but every time you look away and then look back at it, it strikes a different pose.
I want it.
Nice.
It is 5 gold pieces.
Sold.
All right. Are you all done in this shop, or would you like me to continue listing magical baubles?
Honestly, I kind of want you to continue listing things. I don't even have any money.
Are you all done in this shop?
I am, yeah.
I think so.
I am browsing.
You have no money. All right.
I don't care.
Next shop. Nipe, we're skipping you because you have no
Snapshot
money.
not.
So Atali, where would you like to go?
I mean, to the blacksmith.
All right, the
I'm just-
blacksmith is.
I'm just okay. What I'm gonna be doing is like Alania's, so it'll be after everyone for
All right,
shopping.
so then we can skip you.
Yeah.
Alania, where would you like to go? If there's anywhere you'd like to go.
Not really, because I'm just gonna go leave and do forge stuff afterwards.
All right, Hiroki.
Part of the way through.
Anywhere else you'd like to go?
Library.
Is this for a personal thing or for a thing that like for shopping for the group?
Personal thing.
All right. Is there any more shopping that you all would like to do?
There's someone
Like
I
to
can sell
just
these
pick up
rooms to.
some of the like healing salves from wherever.
You what'd you say, Adric?
Is there someone I can sell the shrooms to?
Yes, and it is ironically the same place you'd go to buy these healing salves. That would be the apothecary. Is that where you all are going?
Yes.
Yeah,
All
sure.
right. So the apothecary, it's got this old sign, and it's like it is the one building in this like city of stone that seems to be overgrown. Like there are vines like growing out of the stonework, and like all this sort of stuff. And as you walk in, you smell this very earthy smell. And then like, there are magical lights cast about the place, but it's relatively dark inside. And as you all walk in, you hear an old voice go, "Yes, who is it? How can I help you?"
Healing salves.
Say again,
If
sorry. My hearing's not as good as it used to be.
Healing salves.
And you see this very old looking elven woman like walking around like using a cane. And she goes, How many would you like to purchase?"
Available.
I mean, I can make more. It's not like I have much
I
to
would like
do.
to get 7.
7. Okay. And she
Mostly just because that makes my money into a good number.
She
but
says,
that...
I have 7 on hand." And she pulls out like these small like bottles of like murky liquid,
Nice.
and she puts them on the counter, and she says, that'll be 8 gold pieces."
One each?
Say again?
No, I'm talking to you, David. Aren't they 1 each?
Yes, but she's selling them for slightly more.
That's fine. I don't care.
Now you
I will
have
be...
a name.
I mean, yeah. Now I have a not nice number of gold, but that's fine.
She whisks the gold off the counter into her pocket, and she goes, "Is there anybody else? I can hear one of you back there."
I actually have some items I was wondering if you might want to purchase.
And she flips out like a blanket and like a cloth and puts it over like a counter, and she goes, "Bring them here. I'll take a look."
I'll lay out the mania shrooms, mana bloom shrooms, and the tall fibrous mushrooms just in case.
And,
Which ones?
And Villain throws in his mania shrooms too.
Mania shrooms, mana bloom shrooms, and then you didn't tell me what they were called, but they were the tall fibrous mushrooms.
So she smells them, and she goes, "I can use some of these. I'll buy them all for you for 2 gold pieces."
Would I know if that's a good deal or not?
It's more money than you'll probably get from anyone else.
That is true.
I mean, do you know? Would you be able to use these mushrooms otherwise?
Probably not. That's fair. Yeah, I'll take it.
She passes you 2 of the gold pieces that Alania gave her, and she goes and she takes the mushrooms and like immediately begins to like bundle them and hang them to be dried.
I shall split the gold with Villain.
The 1 gold each.
And she turns to you and says, she holds up like one of the mana bloom mushrooms, and she says, if you find any more of these, if you find a lot of them, I'm willing to help. I'm willing to make potions for you. There aren't many people in the city who use them. That's why I can't. I have very little use for them, but perhaps adventurers of your sort, if you can bring me enough of them, perhaps I can make something that might help you on your journey.
Sounds like a good deal.
How much would we have to pay for these potions?
These potions otherwise are very expensive, but she says because you guys how much of the mana bloom mushrooms did you guys have?
I had 5 mana bloom.
Villain?
0.
She says, well, if you collect me enough, and enough being in this case 50 of the mana bloom mushrooms, I can make a potion that will restore some of your magical powers.
I shall keep that in mind.
And she
It's
turns
still
around and she goes,
only with the botany mod or the botania mod.
she turns back around and goes back to her work.
Did she only take the mana bloom, or she took all of them, right?
She took all of them.
All right, sweet.
All right. Yeah. So that's that. What would you all like to do now? Or I'm gonna assume, or are you guys all done?
Individual things. I think we're done buying stuff.
Yeah. Is
Fill
there any
in.
more group shopping that needs to be done?
Oh, no more group stuff. But Hiroki and Villain both need to go to a smithy.
Yeah, for the gold.
All right. So now we're gonna go down the list again, except any of your individual stuff, because the party all like splits. Adric, do you have anything you need to do?
No, I think I'm fine. I just need to wait for the enchantments.
Okay. So where are you gonna go? What are you gonna do? Anything in particular?
I think I'll just go back to the inn.
All right. You do see. Make me an insight check.
Insight check.
Yeah.
Poor roll.
So you see with your passive perception, you see somebody new that you haven't seen who looks quite different. It is a red-skinned tiefling wearing like black Ilumkari clothes. He's kind of just sitting in the corner sipping on some ale.
A tiefling from Ilumkar? Damn.
Hmm.
It's almost like this is a plot.
I guess or where are they sitting?
They're sitting in the corner, and like they've got like the hood of their cloak pulled up, and they're just like, and you can tell you can see with their passive perception, they appear to be napping or like just relaxing, sipping ale, but you can see that their eyes are scanning the room.
Can I quickly get a drink and then go and sip?
Yeah, you can. So as you walk up, you notice that it's a female, and she says, "That seat's taken. Move along."
Sorry, I just couldn't happen to notice that you were looking around.
She goes, "I'm in a foreign city with people, and I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, you're a dwarf and all. You're fucking privileged. People don't like my kind here. The horn and the skin and the tail, you know."
Ah, I see. Well, I think that's an awfully unfortunate situation for you. Would you want to have a dwarf around to lower people's suspicion of?
I don't need you with me. I don't need anyone around here. A girl's got to watch out for herself, right? And like out of nowhere, she flips out a dagger and sticks it in the table.
Bro, my table. Hold on.
These tables are all like scratched up and scuffed. Like they've been thrown around and like broken in bar fights.
Yeah, it's a dwarven table. I get it, but still.
Now, Did she stab it into the table and then take her hand away, or is her hand still on the dagger?
Her hand's still on the dagger.
Can I look at the dagger?
Yeah, make me a perception check. Or no, this would be investigation. What are you trying to figure out?
Well, I just want to see if there's anything like interesting carved into it or something of the sort, or would I just recognize it?
Yeah. Yeah, make me an investigation check.
Just generally though, what is the make of the dagger? Like, is it also Elamkari, or is it Belsaben, or?
It is not.
Ooh, fancy.
Do I recognize where it's from?
I'll say with that intelligence check, yeah, you do. It is a dagger from the Reach. And there's a single rune in, or there's a at the pommel of the dagger, there is a single word carved into the pommel of the dagger. Do you read giant?
I do not.
Okay, then you don't know what it means.
Interesting dagger.
She quickly flips it around and puts it back in her robe. She goes, "Yeah, I've been all over the place."
How long did you spend in the Reach?
Not long. Talked to a couple of people there, realized I wasn't welcome.
Unfortunate. Are you heading to Ilumkar by chance?
Nah, I've got something I've got to do. Something I'm looking for.
What exactly are you looking for? Maybe my friends and I have seen it.
Doubt it. That's all good. I don't need your help. I can figure it out on my own.
I see. Well, and with that, I'll pause and drink the rest of my drink and slam it back down. If you do end up needing a friend around here, you can find me. Wait, are we at the inn right now?
Yeah, we're at the inn.
You can find me here in this inn.
Yeah.
My friends and I are staying here.
She nods and she goes, "Good to know. Good to know." And as you're walking away, make me a perception check.
All right, just in case I roll higher than the passive 19.
Yeah, no, you don't see it.
All right. And with that, I guess I'll just relax in the inn.
Yeah, she sits in the corner. Okay, yeah. Anipe, is there anything you need to do, or you'd like to do?
No.
No. What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Are you walking around, or what are you gonna?
Yeah, I'm probably just hanging out, taking in the sights because this is a kind of interesting area.
All right. Yeah. Atali. So you had something you wanted to do?
Yeah. It's gonna take a while. Do you want to do everyone else first?
Sure. Alania.
I'm gonna go try to find a forge that I can use some space in and start enchanting my crossbow.
Yeah. So you walk into a blacksmith, and you hear him hammering away, and you hear him go. You hear him yell at his apprentice. He goes, "Hey, go check the shop. There's somebody there."
Alania didn't even apologize after walking into the blacksmith.
Yeah, and
I
then
didn't physically make contact with him. Don't worry.
This young man walks out and goes, "Can I help you, miss?"
I was wondering if I could borrow a corner of your forge for a while.
Come back here. Talk to the master.
Come back.
And he gestures. He goes, you talk to him. This is Master Blackhammer.
I ask Master Blackhammer the same question.
He goes, "What do you need it for?"
I would like to work on one of my pieces of equipment, and as a cleric of the forge, this is the best place to do so.
As you do that, like he reaches out and because are you wearing your holy symbol around your neck?
It was probably it's either there or on my shield. Probably. Go with yes.
Where would you say it would be?
It's probably actually both. Cause
Okay.
God.
Well, he's gonna reach out and grab the holy symbol around your neck and look closer at it.
Be like, who the?
And he goes, "You're a follower of one of the old gods."
She just kind of sighs a little bit and says yes.
He nods and he goes, "I'll let you use my forge. Just don't get in my way."
Does he gesture like a corner that
you notice that he's wearing two holy symbols.
What are his two holy symbols? I probably won't recognize any newer ones because
you don't recognize one of them. The one you don't recognize is a hammer. Is a hammer, like a forging hammer. The one that you do recognize is no, the one you recognize is like a forge hammer. The one you don't recognize is a a symbol, like a art. What's the word? Stylized flame with an ingot in the middle. But the one you recognize is a hammer. Is the hammer, and you recognize. You don't recognize. Make me a religion check.
My religion. Do I even have religion? $13.
So you don't remember the god's name. You remember his title is the Maker. And so he gives you a corner of his forge and you get to work. So what are you enchanting your crossbow with?
I am enchanting it with that 1+2 enchantment that gives me an extra attack.
Wind Fury?
Haha. Yep, time to spend forever doing this.
Alright. Yeah.
Goodbye, money.
So you do that. Hiroki and Villain, you guys need to go do something?
The forge.
Forge to smelt gold. This also gives Hiroki a chance to tell Villain about what he remembers from the night they were kidnapped.
Alright, so yeah, you guys start smelting your gold, and we'll just say you smelt the gold. The gold doesn't take that long. This is a dwarven city. They can literally do this in no time at all. So
What percent of the gold ore turns to gold?
10%, I believe is what I said.
Okay, neat. So I got 5 gold pieces out of it.
And just like that, Vilden has a bunch of money again.
He did only have 450 pounds of it.
The gold ore straight up paid for the snapshot night. Because the snapshot night was 5 gold pieces. Strike a pose. Strike a pose.
So what would you all? So are you and Villain gonna have a conversation?
Yeah. So Hiroki kind of makes sure nobody's listening around, and
yeah, all
asks,
there's around is like the clanging of hammers, and you guys are in a forge, so.
Yeah. So he then goes, hey, I remember from when we got kidnapped. I had Adric remove the mind blocking spell, and I remember where they took.
Where who? Oh wait, I'd still be as. 1 second.
You'd still be.
What do you mean? Where who?
Exactly.
That does not answer my question query.
The ones with the Watchers, you know.
The keepers of sacred knowledge.
I do not remember any people who watch.
What about the ones that keep?
Nope.
Nope.
Going to insight that.
Villain, are you telling the truth?
He doesn't know. He only knows the people who kidnapped him. But she said, "Do you remember the keepers?"
No, I said he remembers the night that people who kidnapped us, where they took us.
Yeah, but then you talked about the keepers. He doesn't know who you're talking
No,
about.
I only said the keepers because you said that you didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah, no, he pretty much forgot about the entire thing. Nothing bad happened.
The reason I wanted to tell him is because then, if anyone's stealthy enough, it would be Villain.
Maybe you should take Villain through the entire thing.
Yeah, he'll say like whereabouts from from is just getting out from the professor the first time around, because that's where it all started. That they walked literally into the wall of the cave.
Oh, you mean nap time?
You mean
I
nap
meant
time?
nap time.
Ah, yes, I remember those people who looked after me with nap time.
Yeah, the ones that kept asking you a bunch of questions.
No, they were just kind. They didn't do any torture methods or any stabs things.
Yeah, that's not. They just asked you questions. That's it.
Yes, exactly. I remember now.
Those people. And then he finally shows the instructions that he wrote down on how to get to the like actually just fake wall that they just walked right through.
Mm-hmm.
Will we be going to get more questions asked of us?
Only if we're not careful.
Ah, yes, I am most careful sneak. Yes. Except I am a dwarf who drinks. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
But anyway, we don't have to check this out soon. I do think we should check it out at some point, though.
Check out now? Yes, let's go, friend.
Oh boy.
All right. We will cut away
I
from you
only
guys.
see this going well.
The scene will cut away from you guys momentarily. Justin, what would you like to do? And then we'll do Hiroki and Villain side quest, and then we will do a time skip. You all will get your enchanted items and such, and we'll continue from there. Sound good?
I do have a small quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
If Villain were to go into the slave yards, would there be anything for him?
Okay, yeah, we can do that too. But basically, we're gonna do what you guys want to do. Time skip, you all get your items and stuff, and the items from Professor Aaron Elwin Aranasto and some information, and then we will continue the story. But
Okay.
right now we're just doing stuff.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna like collect all the Hydra parts from y'all, if that's all right. Sound good?
Villain has no argument because he doesn't know what to
Sounds
do. with
good
these
because I
things.
didn't even write down in my inventory which part I had, so.
Okay, same,
Great.
but
Well, I'm like, unless there was any objection, like it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to try and recruit the dwarven, I don't know, craftsman. Probably a smith and a leather worker.
Yeah, they're easy enough to convince, mostly because they've never worked with dragon bones, dragon hide before, and they're very eager to like, because it's not so much that they need money thing, it's they need the pride of knowing that they did this, and they can tell their colleagues that I've worked with dragon bone and I'm better
Great.
than you. Suck it.
Great,
Just
because I know how to work
things.
with the material, but I don't actually have the skill of a craftsman. So
Yeah, so they say that they'll work for you in return that you spread the word that they know how to work with this rare and exotic material.
All right, yeah.
Rare and exotic. You're just sitting there like, ah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make a whole host of things. In do you want me to give like a particular order, or do you just want me to like give you a list?
Just just send me a list, and I will go through and look at it. And if there's is there anything else you want to say right now?
Well, presumably it's a multi-day thing, right?
Um, the craftsmen will bring in a couple of their apprentices, and you'll get it done within this time skip.
Yeah, that's fine. Now I'm invested in this plot hook, and so because it's obviously a multi-day thing, would the tiefling still be in the tavern by the night that Adric
Yeah, the tiefling is in the tavern still.
Yeah, they're just doing their thing, looking shifty in a corner.
Yeah, side eyeing everything.
Side-eyeing everything, okay. For the sake of continuity, I think it, like, doing Emma and Nick's thing first.
Okay, yeah. And we'll say that Anipe, as you're walking around, you see Hiroki and Villain looking slightly devious, walking off the beaten trail, out like in a direction that's slightly against the flow of normal daily traffic. Do you care to join them, Anipe?
Looks like that's a no.
Push to talk, Skylar?
Yes, I think I would like to. Sorry.
Go figure. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you see them and you run up to catch them, and you guys see Anipe run at you guys.
No, shh. Stop.
Like full on charge, or just like.
Wait. Did I notice that it was them initially?
Yes, you noticed it was them.
Oh no, fuck them. Never mind. I do not walk up and follow them. They're boring.
They're boring. Okay. So you're not going with them.
No, I would much rather explore the city. Wander around like old people do.
Alright, you wander around like an old person does. Hiroki and Villain, when you make it to the...
We start out at the professor's area.
Yeah. There's not much diversity and stuff like that.
Okay,
So,
but there was a cave wall that they literally just walked through.
Yeah.
That Hiroki wants to get to.
Yeah, you find it and it's there.
So Villain's going to, I guess, turn off Mask of Disguise so that he can do full Skaven stealth.
Alright, yeah. Both of you make me stealth checks.
Oh boy. At least I don't have my heavy armor for disadvantage because
Yeah.
we're in the city now.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Alright, yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, the tunnel looks much the same, but without torches in it. There are no torches in it.
We both have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're both good.
Yeah, so you all walk down. Do you guys continue down the corridor?
So,
Well, how long does this corridor seem to go for?
A couple 100 feet.
oh, so there will be a time skip after this. So, because of that, Villain's going to cast invisibility on Hiroki.
Alright.
Spell slot. That's level 2 spell, right? Yes. Oh, I didn't.
Hiroki will put his shoes in his bag to kind of not make as much sound as well. Not that it actually aids in this roll, but just because it's...
But then the Villain will How would it be different from casting a spell to channeling divinity?
Channel divinity doesn't require. Yeah, you're using your channel divinity. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah,
Continue.
I'll be. But I'm just wondering if Hiroki would see that it's a different process.
Hiroki would see that it's a different process.
Definitely.
Because this is cleric magic, whereas your invisibility spell is bardic magic.
Plus, it helps that I've seen clerics use channel divinity before.
So I
Yes,
channel
much like
divinity.
Adric, channel divinity.
So I channel divinity, cloak of shadows myself.
Yep.
Okay, Hiroki doesn't say anything because he's invisible and he doesn't want to ruin it.
So you guys sneak forward.
Sneak.
And you guys begin to recognize the structure of the cave. You're coming up on the opening where you all were questioned.
Are there any telltale markings in this cave?
No, but there used to be. It seems the markings and like the filigree and the eye have disappeared.
A villain peeks inside.
Yeah,
The
I guess
room is no
now
longer
that
a room. It is just simply a cave.
illusion
Not that
magics.
An
Or
empty
move
cave.
stone or something?
What do you all do?
I guess investigate for anything at all left behind.
Yeah, roll investigation.
Oh
You
boy.
don't find anything.
So villain starts going around to the walls, basically trying to see if there's any sort of. He only knows what Skaven tunnels are, so he's trying to see if there's any sort of things that are like that.
So you walk
Like
up to the wall?
basically going around to the walls, yeah.
I guess Hiroki will follow
Are you
because
walking?
he has
Are you
nothing
walking?
else.
Are you do like walking around the room, like checking the wall at each point?
Yes.
I need both of you to make me dexterity saving throws.
Haha!
Oh boy. I'm not very good at these.
Villain, you pass. Hiroki, you do not pass.
I will use Indomitable.
All right, so both of you will take half damage. As you both take 34 thunder damage.
Oof, ouch, owie.
And the
That
cave
hurts.
begins to collapse.
Run!
Villain's eyes are just like daggers. Like, why did he do this?
Well, no, at this point, Hiroki would have, if you had not already started running, grabbed you and started running with you.
So villain's just a limp in Hiroki's
So what,
arms.
Villain, what happened is as you were walking across like around the room, the person in the lead, I don't know who that was, stepped on something and this magic circle, this magic glyph appeared and and a big thunderous cacophony erupted from it.
That's actually really cool. But ow.
It is the spell Glyph of Warding.
Yes, I love Glyph of Warding. I almost TPK'd a party with Glyph of Warding.
Yes, but the as it sets off, a bunch of other like glyphs like start to ignite and start to explode as these series of thunder damage, like basically mines, start to bring down the cave.
So villain's just limp in Hiroki's arms, basically.
Yeah, so you guys make it out. You guys make it out. A little bit battered and a little bit bruised, but you all make it out.
Well, obviously, villain wasn't at his A game. Obviously, yes. Would have avoided that, yes.
And as you all do this, as you all exit the cave, you all see one final glyph of warding. As you all step out of the cave, and you all hear the following words: "Do not look for us. You will not find us. But we are watching you. Always."
A villain looks around.
Hiroki's invisible, but Hiroki will look around as well Wait,
was-
so villain's floating off the ground.
You guys saw
No,
this.
he's also invisible, but
You guys saw this. It was the spell Magic Mouth. This
Magic
final goof
mouth.
of warding. Has
Oh
the spell
yeah,
Magic Mouth.
we've seen it before too.
Yeah.
Harry Potter vibes intensify.
Yeah. So you all see it, and it disappears afterwards.
So Hiroki is pleasantly disappointed. Whatever that means.
Whatever that means. Yeah. Okay. So with that, is there anything else you guys would like to do, or are you all gonna?
well, I mean, Hiroki saw something, right?
The
Magic mouth.
the
mouth that
magic
like,
mouth is what
appeared
we
out of
saw.
nowhere, said those words, and then vanished.
Yeah, but okay. I was wondering if Hiroki was going to bring up anything, but nope.
But does the like cave wall look any different that we walked?
The illusion is no longer there. It is just a collapsed cave.
Ah. So anytime that Hiroki wanders around drunk enough and what do you call it? And curious enough, he will attempt to see if some walls are real. This is just at random points, by the way, and a
All right.
future warning for you,
Okay.
so that you can plan whatever.
Okay. Yeah. So with that, are you guys done with your little excursion?
I mean, we got a little oof, ouch, owie.
Oof! Ouch! Owie!
Does okay. I'm trying to
But-
force a plot point, but you know.
What
I
plot
mean,
point are you trying to
yes.
force, villain?
I will ask you about.
Oh,
Saw you got some new cool power.
Yes, I sneak well.
Yeah, but like different than your musical powers.
Yes, helps me sneak even better. Be the best sneak ever.
Where'd you get them from?
Yes. So he starts talking really fast. So there was this really cool little fairy thing that then rolled dice, and dice were 6, and it was 6 dice. It like 6 dice. She beat me at my own game. Yes, dice, and it does, and win, and then I felt power. Yes.
What did she look like?
Fairy thing. Light. Shiny.
shiny.
I think would Hiroki be able to connect the dots from the logo you were asking about in the library?
I don't know.
Religion check.
With Hiroki?
I'm asking you because I oh wait, did he, because he still hasn't shown the holy symbol yet.
Yeah. Hmm.
He'll pull out the holy symbol and point to it. Shiny thing.
Ah! So at that point, he would recognize it, I think, because it's the same, right? Like a butterfly?
Yeah. Religion check to see if you know what god this is. No, you do not.
He doesn't know what god it is, but he knows that here, or at least that you had been asking about it beforehand, too. Curious.
And the villain shows that it can transmute into other holy symbols.
Okay, that's actually really cool. Well,
Yes. Cool as dice. Yes.
Yeah.
you said that she rolled nothing but 6s, huh?
Yes. Best
Sounds
dice
like you-
roller ever. Yes.
Sounds like you've got a lot to learn.
No. I am best. She just beat me.
Rookie then laughs, and then they start heading back.
All right. Yeah. So with that, you guys get back. like you guys walked quite you guys are walking quite a ways. So I'll say you guys get back at about the same time as Atali, who spent most of the first day setting up stuff with the rest of the craftsmen. Sorry, that's my alarm.
Hi, dumb giant thing.
Yeah, and all of you, I'm assuming, are back at the tavern at this point. You all still see the shifty-eyed tiefling sitting in the back.
So Villain's going to try to stealth behind the tiefling.
The tiefling is sitting in the corner.
Going to try to stealth as close to the
He's going
tiefling
to
as
go through the
possible.
wall.
You said the tiefling was wearing Illuminati stuff?
Illuminati clothes, yeah, like black Illuminati, like relatively like traveling clothes.
Does Villain get close enough?
To what?
The tiefling in the corner?
To do what?
No, just to like pop up and say hi. Without the tiefling noticing.
Let me see. What is? Hold on.
I love this. Hi! Hello!
Let me see. Let me see. I need to take a look at her
Are
character.
tieflings? Tieflings would be racist against Skaven.
Probably.
This is unfortunate as I am doing this.
I'm pretty
But
sure most races are racist against Skaven.
yes, but we'll find out.
I mean, it depends on the tiefling as well. Depends on this setting too, because tieflings
No,
can
you do
be
not.
pretty persecuted.
You do not. She rolled a nat 20 and also has expertise in perception.
So what happens?
As you get within 15, as you approach the table, she whips out a hand crossbow and points it at you and says, "I'd prefer you back up a little bit."
Yes, no, you can't see me. I'm invisible.
She fires the
You
crossbow.
can hear him.
Is
She
that
can hear-
would that be a deception check?
No. She fires
Oh.
the crossbow, it lands right between your feet, and she reloads the crossbow. She said, "That's your warning shot."
Yes, no, but I am invisible.
You know, it's also not very polite to start shooting in a bar.
It's not very polite to try and sneak up on somebody now, is it?
No, but usually you solve those kinds of problems with your fists.
Well, I'm not big, or like you. I've got to rely on other things.
Excuse me, I am smallest, most small of most.
Bar fight.
Yeah,
Fight.
you're also a rat.
As
And
you
you
can
have
see,
horns. Look at us, we're all very perceptive, yes.
If
No
only
one
the
likes
bar
that
were
joke?
here.
That's unfortunate.
what brings you to this tier?
I'm traveling.
Traveling where?
Where to?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
Well, if you're going to... I already forgot the name of the nation we just came from.
Azalusha.
Azalusha?
Well, if you're going to Azalusha, you might want to think otherwise.
She goes, "I have no need to go there."
So we have deducted that there is one country she is not headed to.
I will give you 10 silver pieces to play dice game.
I'm not interested in your gold. Just leave me alone.
But it's silver, not gold.
It's not gold.
Not interested in your money.
Hiroki shrugs and walks away. This tiefling is being difficult. He wants to be friendly with another person from Illumkar. Another strange person from Illumkar.
Villain pulls out his crossbow. You have crossbow like me, yes?
I do.
May I look at it? I can give you mine. And we can look at each other's crossbows, yes.
I'll pass.
Pass what? Pass what?
What is Net doing in all of this?
Ned is
Net's
like
still
Ned is
in
Ned is quietly
the
sitting
jacket.
on the shoulder pauldron, like grooming herself.
We need to exit caves before Net can become flying around again.
Yeah, Ned
Tavern.
doesn't do
In
so
the
well
tavern.
with caves. Ned dislikes the caves quite a lot.
Oh yeah.
What could I give you to be able to sit?
Just
I
leave
like
me
corner
alone.
spots too.
Just leave me alone. There's another corner. Go sit. And she gestures to the opposite corner.
Yes, no, but I marked that corner.
I don't
Oh.
care. I'm sitting here. Your stupid rat filth. It'll take more than your stupid rat filth to scare me away.
Why would I scare you away? I just want to sit around.
So upon Villain saying that he marked the corner, Hiroki walks away from that corner.
Hey, you don't know if he marked it with a knife.
Doesn't matter. He walks away.
She says, "What do you want? What
I
do you
want to
need?
play dice.
Find somebody else."
Yes, no, but you're a tiefling. You unique. You like.
I am a tiefling.
Yes, we are all very perceptive. We already figured that out. Yes. So, you a tiefling. I'm rat. We can play dice.
We can, but we don't have to. And she looks around. She's like, "Why don't you go play with the Goliath woman over there? She's also unique and different,
He
right?"
he makes the sheerest like hissing sound that he can. I can't do it.
Upon
actually.
noticing this, the tiefling will be like, "Hey, giant lady, is Justin here
No,
right
no.
now, or is Justin AFK?"
Unfortunate.
Justin.
Hey, I'm back. What I miss is I kind of DC'd and didn't find
Villain
out.
is harassing the tiefling lady, and you all are all in the tavern, and the tiefling lady is currently calling out to you.
Oh, lovely. What does she call them out?
She says, "Hey, you want to come over here and have a drink?"
Unprompted?
Prompted by Villain harassing her, and then her suggesting that you play dice with Villain, and then Villain hissing.
He has gathered that Villain does not like you and wants to drink with you as a
dissuade
shield.
Villain from bothering her any further.
Sure. I mean, of sure. I guess, yeah. Okay.
Villain goes into the other corner, very
What
defeated.
did you do? What did you do to like piss her off enough?
Tried to sneak up on her?
Ah, classic.
Villain goes into the corner, very dejectedly.
Oh, that's what the Nat 20's for, isn't it? Ah. Nice fucking try, kid.
But Villain comically sticks. He's still not in disguise, but he sticks his. He buys a mug of beer. I don't know how much that would be.
1 copper.
1 copper. And sticks his entire muzzle in it and basically tries to drown himself.
Hiroki's ordered like 2 beers at this point, probably.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you say she's like, "Do you want to drink in silence, or do I owe you a conversation from saving me from that thing?" I personally prefer silence, but your choice.
Interesting. I wasn't expecting this to turn out.
The tiefling is also a female?
Yeah, the tiefling's also.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, no, Hiroki's not going to touch that conversation table with the 10-foot pole.
I have no idea. This is not at all how I expected things were going to go.
Expect
Sure,
the unexpected with Dylan.
You could
Well,
ask her name.
well, I mean, yeah, it doesn't seem like she's the kind of person to just give it out like that, though.
I mean, it really depends.
I mean, yeah. We'll start with classic tavern banter. No. But how well traveled am I?
How well traveled are you?
The reach is the center of the like. I would recognize them. Those
You
are
recog-
Limkari travel clothes. Do you hail from there?
Kinda, not really.
A wanderer then?
Oh yeah, did she speak common with a Ilimkari accent or not? Something else.
No, she did not. She in fact did not.
Does she have
Uh,
any accent at all?
No, she does not.
Does not having an accent imply like an education, or is it just like someone's?
It implies, yes, it implies some form of education. Normally that would be like, a classical education, but it could also include a more subterfuge kind of education.
Okay.
If you catch his
because
drift.
you gotta
If you catch
because
my
you
drift
gotta
there,
blend
friends.
in. You gotta blend in, and what better way to blend in than to sound very ambiguous?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So she says, I've been all over the place.
Oh.
Been around town one a few times.
Interesting. As have I. Any place in particular worth, I don't know, mentioning?
I mean, as you can see, I'm wearing Ilimkari clothes. Picked up a few things while I was there.
A respectable land, if not a little stuffy.
You're stuffing me, and she
North.
gestures to the horns.
Oh, they take more kindly to those than most, though.
Yeah, I got ran out of the Belsavan freehold pretty quickly.
Really? Isn't the
Yeah.
freehold the home of the tieflings?
Well,
What did you do?
there is some. I didn't walk into the right city, you see. And I'm not one of the tieflings native to the Belsavan freehold. And I walked into one of the big cities, and their new messiah, or whoever the hell, didn't take too kindly to me.
Ah, the classic. I know all about that draw of the aggro of the city. I can't think of the correct word for that. The ire of a city.
Yeah. And she says, "Well, I'll be here for a little bit. I'll be here for a couple of days. I'm gonna head to bed. Thanks for saving me from the rat." And
Give me a reason to do so much.
she smiles coyly, and she says, "See you around."
Yeah, I'll just give her a nod.
And she's gonna walk upstairs to presumably where her room is.
Presumably. Yeah. That's it from me.
Yeah. With that, she will go up to her room. But before the rest of you, and the rest of you, I'm assuming, are gonna drink and eat and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Make merry.
Talking ladies back to them.
One of the days during the time skip, Villain would like to go to the slave yards, but
Yeah,
not
we
important.
will have time for that. But as you all go to bed, Who's sharing rooms? Which one of
How
you
many
decided
rooms?
to share rooms? I don't remember.
Who shares rooms with?
I mean, we
Exactly.
have an even gender distribution. We can
Yeah, we'll just do that.
do that nice and easy like. Or we can do some other array as determined by the party.
Well, who? Okay, most important, who's sharing a room with Villain?
Oh dear, this is.
I
gonna
think
be
there's
out of
already a
control.
rule around that determines my answer.
Who would be sharing
Hiroki
a
and
room with
Anipe
Villain?
would be the only ones who could possibly, unless Adric or.
I don't think Hiroki's nose could take it. I don't know. He
I
might
went
put
to.
up with it. He might put up with it if they're short on rooms, but other than that,
How
Hiroki
many
would
rooms do
probably.
we reasonably have then?
I mean, I was assuming you guys are renting out 3 rooms.
Okay. The rat belongs to the streets.
You know, villains used to that, so that's not as insulting as you'd think.
I'm pretty sure I came back
Villain had
early
a
and
room.
went to.
Villain had a room. Who's sharing a room with Villain?
Villain has a room to himself.
It's gotta be either myself or Adric.
I went back to the inn and went to sleep early, so it's whoever walked in the room.
Okay, well, we're gonna say it's Adric then, right? Adric, what's your passive perception? Actually, it doesn't matter.
19.
It's 19,
Okay,
but
yeah, it doesn't matter.
The plus 11.
Adric, you wake up in the middle of the night, or not in the middle of the night, but like you wake up startled by something, probably like someone like banging a drink or like calling cheers in the bar downstairs. And when you went to bed, you saw that the Villain had left the dragon egg, on the somewhere in his room, probably like.
Oh no, it's next to him in the bed, I guess.
Villain, you're still downstairs.
He wouldn't leave the dragon egg, really, but okay.
You told me you left the dragon egg.
I meant with the researcher, but it's okay.
Oh, did you leave it with the researcher? Okay, that changes things.
It's okay if you want to. Do you want to have it as a plot point?
I assumed you left it in the room. If you would like to leave it in...
Yeah, I left it in the room. Sure.
Okay. Adric, you wake up, and there is a figure clad in black, standing next to standing with the egg under their arm, halfway out the window.
Huh.
Plot points!
I guess you said they're halfway out the window.
Yeah, like they're climbing out the window.
So I imagine I can't reach them before they would be out.
You probably could.
As they
Still
notice
takes.
as they notice that you're awake, they just
Fireball.
What?
They just vanish.
They vanish.
Fireball.
And not like kind of invisible, like casting a spell, like a small puff of black smoke, and they're gone.
So you're going to have to explain to Bill.
Yeah,
Huh.
they took the egg.
So they just straight up vanished without. You said there was
They
a
are
weapon.
a ninja. They can just do that.
They appear to teleport more than vanish.
I guess I'll go over to the window and see if I can spot them.
You see a figure running across rooftops away from
Ninja.
The only
Oh,
thing
boy.
you can make out as they're running away, and you can only make this out because of your high perception, is 2 horns and a red tail.
You're going to have to explain to Villain how you lost his egg. You may want to start rolling up.
That's bad.
Tiefling
I
stole
muttered
his
myself.
egg.
You may want to also have initiative ready.
So So with that, I'm going to wag my finger at what I just saw and turn around and quickly go downstairs.
Yeah, you all see Adric like stumble like down the stairs like
Let's say I was going fast enough and I
Pulling
rolled
clothes
down the
on.
stairs.
Adric rolls down the stairs.
Like
Everyone turns and
rolling,
looks.
like rolling intentionally, or rolling like a tumble.
I tumbled.
Okay.
He done goofed.
Everybody stares at him, I presume.
Yeah. I mean, you're a dwarf in a tavern. This is not uncommon.
Well,
Guys,
everybody in
the egg, the egg.
How
The
fast would we make the logical leap that he's going from the egg to it's stolen?
villain's heart would drop.
Like, I'm like, okay, I stand up. The egg's important, but I don't know which direction to go. To the room? Or
Yeah.
like,
And
Ow.
while I'm saying this, I'm gonna take a good guess that the tiefling is gone, right?
yeah, the tiefling's gone.
Yeah.
Just make sure. I'll also measure. I think
You should
I
point
think the
to where she was
tiefling
sitting
took.
and been like, she took it.
She, okay, she took it. Great start. Where?
We're in across the roofs.
She was running
Point
towards
in
the
a
gate.
What
direction.
direction,
Yeah.
though?
Which direction would my window have been?
You saw her running towards the gate. Towards like the
Stop wasting
Towards
time.
the
We need
gate.
the egg. Go.
Okay. That helps
Wait,
me
do you have sending?
so much more. David,
Yes.
can I
Oh
cast
wait, a
Zephyr
grapple hook.
Strike?
Zephyr Strike. Well, let's see what that does. You can cast Zephyr Strike.
I would like to go on a chase.
Villain will double
Zephyr Strike
cast
only
his
lasts
dimension
for one
door.
round, though, Justin.
What was that?
Zephyr Strike lasts for 1 round.
I thought it was up to a minute. Yeah, Zephyr Strike's concentration for a minute.
Yeah, but it only increases your speed by 30 feet when you attack.
He can attack the floorboards.
Yeah, but then it only lasts for 1 round. So you can hold the attack for up to a minute. But you
So
need to make the attack to give yourself the move speed increase.
the move speed increase. So, how would you consider a rope shot? Would
I
you
would
consider it
that
an
an
attack?
attack.
Because that's what I'm trying to do. Because I'm trying to Spider-Man it.
Are you
at
going to
the rate-
continually be casting Zephyr Strike?
Zephyr Strike is a first level transmutation bonus action.
Yes. How many first level spell slots do you have?
Let's check. It depends. Do I benefit from the spellcasting table? Because
Yes, you do.
then it should be 5.
All right.
The real question is, at a movement of 640 feet per round from the yank alone, plus an additional 80 from base movement.
It is not the issue of catching up to her that is the problem.
Can I make it to her fast enough
Yes.
before she gets away?
Yes. I will say you can.
Okay. Because I would like to move fast.
Gotta go
Alright, yeah.
fast.
You catch up to her.
How many spell slots should I remove?
So she can move quite quickly too. Not quite as fast as you, but still relatively quickly. I'll say
Yeah.
4.
Wow. Okay.
She does move very quickly, and she does have cunning action.
She has
okay,
a teleport as well.
Well, I'm fine with her blowing teleports to, like, match. Because she can only do that so many times, presumably.
Hmm.
But. Presumably. Okay, so it takes roughly 24 seconds.
Yeah.
So can Villain catch up?
No.
Or, well, with him using his dimension doors?
How many dimension doors do you have?
I believe that answer will be 2.
No.
And then also using his Shadow Jaunt to get an extra 100 feet out of that.
No. She's very
Unfortunate.
fast. Very fast.
Based off of my rough and simple calculations, I'm moving at 80 miles an hour.
Nice. I had a meme build that I wanted to do where I'd have a character that was just normally running at like 75 miles an hour. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
so that's what you do. So you eventually catch up to her. Like she's still running across rooftops, and as you're chasing her, you see that occasionally she will again like poof into shadows and like coalesce a distance away.
Okay. When I am within range, I would like to make a shot past her with a rope, so I can either slam down in front of her or make a grapple attempt on her, depending on what you would let me do.
I will.
Either I'm
Because
trying
you're
not to attack her.
because you're Spider-Manning this. I'm gonna say you land in front of her.
Okay.
So yeah, you land in front of her.
Presumably she's going to immediately try and teleport away, so I'm gonna try and tackle her.
She's not
But-
actually gonna try to run away. She stops. She like turns on her heels and stops.
Okay.
Make me a perception check.
This ain't gonna go too hot now, is it?
Do you have dark vision? Yeah, you have the
It's
thing
a-
about
I
dark.
do have dark vision.
Okay, so you don't have disadvantage on this.
Alright. No, it did not go hot at all.
Okay, yeah. So you don't see this. You don't see what she's doing. Cool.
Yeah, absolutely not.
You still see
Now,
her. She's standing
I'm
there.
on relatively good terms with this person.
Yeah. Kind of. I guess.
I mean,
Not really. Just not negative terms.
an enemy of my enemy is my friend. No, but yeah, relatively chill terms.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say, hey, you mind talking to me for a moment?
Yeah. What's
This is
up?
what we
And,
call
like,
character growth, friends.
she's still got the egg under her arm, and she moves it, and it's against her hip right now.
I'm going to have to respectfully ask you to let that egg go.
Sorry, I can't do that.
May I ask why?
Someone asked me to get this. And well, kinda owe them a favor. Or two. Or about a dozen, if I'm being honest. So can't really give this to you.
I can respect the loyalty, but I'm afraid that this is a little past that point. Yeah, I'm just straight up, I cannot let you take that egg.
See, I kinda need it though. You're kinda in my way.
Is there anything else I could do for you?
Nah, Do you? She looks you up and down. She says, "You're from the Reach, right?
Of course, of course.
Have you gotten a good look at this thing?"
That rat fucking bastard hasn't given me a chance. No.
Yeah, and it doesn't belong in that rat bastard's hands. And she holds it up to you, and like you see like a name scale like on the outside of the egg, right?
Yeah.
Make me
Um.
a religion check with advantage.
All right. Yeah. 16.
Adding your favorite enemy bonus.
With favorite enemy,
Yeah.
that would be
Whoops, I didn't mean to roll that.
language proficiency. That would be double proficiency, so that would be fuck, why can I not do math? 24.
It is not like a name, like a clan tag, like a clan. It is the symbol of Triaxis, who is Triaxis. Here, I will. Who is the light? Who is more commonly known as the Breather of Storms.
Okay. I'm going to assume this is an old, like a hero of legend.
It is one of the dragon gods.
Okay. Huh.
We've just entered the plot of Dragon Prince.
So just like straight up, I found. How would? Okay. What is the specific lore of the dragon gods in this game?
So there are much in the same. So there were so much like in the way that the Goliaths reincarnate right into dragons. The Goliath gods during the calamity were reincarnated as dragon gods themselves.
Okay, all under the like whatever name, like.
Yeah, precisely.
Okay.
Wait, this is basically the Dragon Prince, except instead of drow, she's a tiefling.
I don't know what that is, so gotta be honest.
My sister watched that show, but I didn't actually.
I liked it.
Yeah, no, but it's the lady with the like commas pocket knife. Saying that out loud is really amusing, actually.
Yeah.
Just
Commas. He has the commas.
yeah, but just commas pocket knife. All right, yeah. Yeah. Shit. I'm gonna have a moment like, oh, fuck. This is I'm just gonna say, yeah. I really cannot let you take that egg.
Well, I kind of need to take this though. I'm taking it back to the Reach.
Say
Shit. Who is this friend of yours?
She thinks for a second. She goes, "She's a mountain."
A mountain?
A mountain. Well, the top of a mountain.
straight up Dragon Prince still.
Oh, a god a favor. And by a favor, I mean a lot of favors.
Huh. Then I must. ask you if I can accompany
Kinda gotta say, this is more of a spirit walk kind of thing. This is more of a solo vibe.
you.
I'll be fine. Made it this far on my own, right?
Oh, no. This is not about you.
Well,
I
I
need
don't
to.
know. Kind of don't want. And the rest of you, are the rest of you like running in the street trying to follow them?
The villain's running as
Presumably.
fast as possible.
Kind of, yeah.
As far as I was concerned, I'm still wandering around like an old person.
It's like nighttime and you just
stumble
haven't been able
upon
to
this.
find the tavern again.
Well,
So
okay.
you
So the rest
stumble
of you are
upon this.
running. The rest of you are running up and are catching up. And Skylar, you wander into them, and they're running somewhere. Do you keep wandering, or do you run with
I
them?
keep wandering. That's too much commotion for my old heart.
Wow, and you guys actually jumped from 45 to solidly 92?
No, because I meant for the character to be like solidly like old, but like still useful.
Yeah.
But like definitely leans into like the I don't give a fuck anymore. But
Yeah. But
Iro.
also, like, the whole of the party is, like, Scooby-Dooing it down to the
don't
gate.
you remember what Skylar's character did during the Sentinel of Madness?
Okay, that's because
Sat
I
in
didn't
a
want to kill
corner?
Okay,
Skylar's character.
that's because he was in passive follow.
yeah, no, that's not very.
No, the whole gang's Scooby-Dooing it down to the gate.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
whole gang
fair.
is running
honestly, I'm
straight
gonna
down Main
notice
Street,
this.
and you're just wandering around.
Honestly, I'm gonna notice this. Realize just how tired I am of running around and sprinting after things.
Okay, but
I'm
Skylar,
gonna go to
you
the
also
tavern and I'm
saw
gonna
you
take a nap.
also likely saw a character teleporting from rooftop to rooftop, and Atali
Okay, that's
chasing
kind
them.
of interesting. Never mind. I mean, yeah, that's a little bit it. I'm not gonna like Scooby Doo it down, but I'll definitely walk behind them
All right,
because
so
I'm not trying to get into a fight right now. I'm
you all
old
are catching
person
up. At this point, Natali, I'll let you make another perception check.
Alright. Yeah. Oh, it's a little better.
You do see that this time, she in fact does not have a shadow.
Am I supposed to be scared of, like, a shadow step kind of thing here? Or am I, like... What would I know of?
You wouldn't know
'Cause-
anything
Oh,
about
boy.
this.
Hmm.
The only people who would are the Ilumkari people.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I'll be right back.
So you're,
Well,
you're
some
talking to
kind
her
of
right now.
shit's up.
Huh?
Some shit's up.
Mm-hmm.
Just give her a big ol' hug. But like,
Go-
take
go
the
for
egg
an
first.
apple? Is that
But
what
like, take the egg first.
you... Huh. Fuck. Yeah, at this point, I need to make an insight check.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's just... Yeah. Going for an insight check.
What are you trying to insight from her?
Basically the truthfulness of what she said up until now.
She does not appear to have lied up until this point.
I have
Though
rejected.
she is stalling for something right now.
Yeah, that much I figured. Oof, this is kind of rough. Yeah. How close are we to the gate?
About 300 feet.
How far away are we?
You guys are catching up. Within the next couple of rounds, you guys will catch up.
But how far away are we?
Within crossbow range.
Yeah, that
That's
was the real
what-
reason.
However, Zoe, you do not have your crossbow. You've been forging it.
That's true. I do have smaller crossbows. I don't have my big crossbow.
Yes, you are not in range of small crossbow.
What about light crossbow?
No.
Unfortunately.
So I see them coming up from behind.
Yeah. She notices them too. She does
Yeah.
not appear
Probably
worried.
in definitely in longbow range. If anyone has a longbow,
Atali's
I'm
the
your
only
only longbow.
you can just like throw it a few hundred feet back at us so I can use
Would
it.
you like to be tossed in longbow range?
And she doesn't appear worried at all, even though they are clearly associated.
No, she doesn't appear worried at all.
You know what? Fuck it. My pride isn't worth it. I'm gonna drop to my knees and beg.
She's surprised by this. Like genuinely surprised.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's not like
Seeing that, Hiroki will
not
stop.
actually pleading in like a groveling way, but like, yeah, we'll go with the like stereotypical knight like jams their sword into the ground kind of way, like hey, this is kind of really fucking important to me. It's basically surrender. Just like, yeah, not even on one knee, on both knees with like fist and knuckle blade in the ground.
She'll sigh and be like, "Alright. If your friends attack me, I'm gone. Call them off and we can have a conversation."
I mean, Hiroki's already stopped because he saw him beg for something.
Yeah,
And
okay, at this point, I'll stand up, move past her, and just roar, halt.
also at this point you also see her shadow like coalesce at her feet. She now has a shadow again.
Hey, what do I gather out of that?
You didn't see it. Atali's the only one who saw it.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, this is more of a command than anything else that I'm shouting at you.
Villain looks straight into your eyes just to see what he can see.
Not even like the usual disdain, just like straight up, I will kill each and every one of you.
I will kill you all.
I mean, at this point,
it's not malicious. It's like the kind of
The villain stops, but he sends Net up to try to get a bird's eye view.
Yeah, Net, you see the you through like, I mean, Net's not your familiar, so yeah, Net clicks some intel.
UAV deployed.
I mean, basically. But
yeah.
at this point,
he'll stop.
Say again?
So, has the party as a whole stopped?
Yeah.
Okay. And Skylar's arriving late to the party.
Yeah, Skylar arrives late. Old woman style.
I'm definitely hanging back.
Okay. Yeah, then after like a solid little bit of just like, yeah, I guess standoff, I'll turn around.
She's gone.
She's not gone. She's still standing there. And she looks and she goes, "So, you two are traveling together," gesturing towards you, Atali, and to Villain.
I'm traveling with the rest of them.
Huh. Alright.
that's funny.
Okay. Yeah. So, I'm here. I'm not running. I've been made what you could say is an offer.
I'm just listening. I'm not gonna let myself be stupid.
She gestures to the egg and she says, I'm going to hang on to this, but you all are free to come with me, provided you don't get in my way.
Hiroki also asks, technically, we have one more. I haven't seen him since, well, a while, but he's an important fellow.
Who are you talking about?
The Storm Speaker, because he wanted to go to Ilumkar.
The Storm Speaker, you guys haven't seen him in a couple of days. Or you guys haven't seen him since he went into the mines.
So if he's not here,
Yeah, he's
Then-
not there. He's just up and left, or you guys don't know where he is. That's all I'm saying.
Hiroki will think about his statement, then go, never mind, retract that. Carry.
Yeah, honestly, right there, it's just like I check my bow and I'm like, then when do we leave?
Well, I'm ready to leave now. But
As am I. I say this knowing full well I've got a bunch of shit on the press.
she looks at you and she says, she shakes her head. She goes, "No, I've been watching you all day." What,
I will
you think
leave you
I'm gonna sneak into the city to steal an egg from the Reach and not keep an eye on the only other person from the Reach here? I've got a few tricks up my sleeve.
So, is she implying that she's willing to stay?
For now, yes. She says, "Finish up
Okay.
your finish your guys' crap in the next couple of days. We got to get moving."
I mean,
Yeah.
technically, Hiroki's finishes first.
I'm grateful. I'm like, well, shit, appreciate it. But like,
She says, I would expedite whatever you guys have got going. From what I hear, there's an orc war tribe closing in, moving
lovely.
through the pass, and on the other side, you've got the boys in gold looking to expand the sand.
Talking about the Sun Speaker and his
Yeah.
boy.
I mean, we still are in Azalusha, even if it's more contested territory. So yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna continue to be edgy and just solemn nod.
It's okay. We hate you too.
Oh, absolutely.
And she goes, "All right, let's go back to your tavern, whatever." Yeah, and so she walks back with you guys. She is still holding the egg, and she in fact puts it in a pack she's got on her back.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Vellum points to the pack, and that the egg was put in. It's like, you have egg.
I do have egg.
Yes, but my friend collected egg, then gave egg to me.
But that egg is not your friend. Was not your friend's to give away. Doesn't belong to me either. I'm just a messenger or a delivery person, depending on your point of view.
But I use egg to hug while sleeping.
Well, why don't you hug your bird
kinda
instead?
fucking sucks.
Hug your bird instead. What can I tell you?
That would kill Bird.
That is not a small bird.
You don't know how hard Villain hugs.
What is Villain's strength?
8.
Not enough.
Not very hard.
Villain makes sad whimpers.
Your strength
then-
score is -1. Your unarmed attacks do 1 -1 damage.
Right. Oh, Villain's gonna walk away dejectedly.
Because does he do that a lot?
Fucking all the
More
time.
lately, it's concerning me.
Well, it's nothing personal against him. There is. I don't know how much you all know about the culture of the Reach, but there's some significance to this. And I owe someone a ton of favors. And they're cashing in all of them for me to bring them this. So, just saying. So, we cool?
Hiroki kind of looks at Atali.
I don't even notice. Like, my passive perception's -3 right now.
Bro, wait. Your
In-
passive perception is so bad that you actively not notice things.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, Hiroki's also not
not
being
literally that low, but like, I'm doing the 1,000-yard stare. Like, I'm actively like mining a new like shaft in the side of the mountain with my 1,000-yard stare. Like, it's straight up a
Seeing
mind
that,
laser.
okay. Seeing that, he's gonna look back at the tiefling and go, "Yeah, all right."
Yeah. Alright. This is
We're
fun.
fine.
I can get a good night's sleep before we, and relax a little before we head out. And, you all look capable. You lot look capable. Better to travel with you all than, have to watch over my back for you all the whole time. All the way back to the Reach. And so yeah, you guys go back to your tavern, and she will put her feet up in the corner booth and,
Oh, because Atali has probably forgotten in this whole shenanigans of the egg of a god. Hiroki will ask the tiefling lady if she knows anything about Atali's relic.
well,
More so.
there are a lot of clans in the Reach. I'm sorry. Maybe somebody will know more, but I don't. I'm not from the Reach. I'm a friend of somebody who's from the Reach. Let's put it that way.
You think he would know the answer?
Maybe my friend might. They're pretty smart and pretty old.
And apparently the top of a mountain.
Without that, this whole thing, Hiroki's more so okay with this whole thing because he's gonna learn something. He feels it. His knowledge senses are tingling.
Man, I still fucking like ye olde common, right?
Say again.
I still talking like ye olde common, right?
At this
My
point,
backup.
you've kind of picked up enough of the dialect. You still speak a little weird, but like not. Most
I
people
love
just think
that.
you're foreign.
Dust thou hoist. I'm sorry. That's
Backup
a better
character
joke.
still speaks in old timey common because she's old.
Counter. Yeah, you're still there. I thought you went AFK.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So that is. So yeah. What would you all like to? What would you all like to do?
I mean, I'm going to sleep. I have shit to think about.
I mean, yeah, I think the rest is kind of like try and figure out ways to speed up the process that we're staying here.
I mean, I got like one more day of crafting and then I'm done.
Yeah, we'll do a quick time skip to where you all basically run around the city, finish doing everything you guys are doing. Yeah, so
I'm gonna sell that cinnamon sand. I forgot
you
that I
have a gold worth
it.
for it, don't you?
What?
I think I gave you a gold worth with it,
Yes,
along with it.
12.5 gold pieces.
Yeah, you can sell the cinnamon sand. I forgot I gave that to you.
Is it just
Sandamin.
sand that is cinnamony?
Yeah, it's Sandamin.
Hmm.
It's what rich people bathe in Azalusha because they can't afford water.
I will be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom.
Yeah, I'll take the time to do the same then.
Apparently cinnamon's a natural bug repellent. I wonder if the cinnamon sand would have any effect on the hive bug. I forget what we called them.
Villain, where are you doing this?
Should I talk with it or no?
Yeah, you can talk with it. What everyone else says right now doesn't matter because they're doing their time skip stuff, and this is the night before when everyone's asleep. So where are you doing this?
He's basically in a cave that's sort of abandoned just anywhere.
All right. So you succeeded on the spell casting check. Now I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. All right, you succeed. And I'll say because of the previous check, you do not need to take damage. However, upon doing this, out of this, like the underneath of the scarab, the underbelly begins to ooze lava, and you drop the scarab. Or do you want to take fire damage?
So he drops it initially
Fire.
and then tries to poke it.
As you drop it, and like it continues to like ooze lava until there's lava in a 5-foot pool, and then a 10-foot pool. And I'm assuming you're stepping back, right?
Yes.
And it just continues to ooze lava.
Oh no.
And this entire time, the scarab floats on top of the lava. Almost magically. So, yes. Villain, what do you do?
I'm trying to think of what. So he with move speed, how fast is that in time?
The lava is expanding at 5. The radius of the lava is expanding at 5 feet per round.
Okay, so basically, so if it's at 5 feet, at 30, once it starts reaching 30 feet, at around that point, wait, fuck.
That one, I love it. Hooey.
Hmm.
So is villain about
Okay,
to do
what's
something really stupid?
Dude, I think Villain's doing something extraordinarily stupid, and I gotta say, I fucking
What is Villain
love it.
So he's going to try to So right now it's at 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to cast haste on himself.
All right.
Oh no.
And then basically try to jump towards the scarabs. Rubies. Preparing to then use his shadow jaunt to teleport in midair. This is the stupidest thing I could have thought of. So
Okay,
please,
Nick, I will let you know. Wading through lava deals 10d10 damage.
jumping over it as fast as possible.
Wait, I missed a whole lot. I had to use the restroom. Please, someone explain.
That would be acrobatics, would it not?
Villain did something, and now there's lava coming out of a scarab.
Oh, he activated the napalm scarab. I see.
This is interesting.
Okay, yeah, you succeed,
That's what
and then you're gonna
happened.
cast what?
So, well, basically, then he casts either Dimension Door or he would channel Divinity to then jump away, basically.
Okay, yeah, you pick up the scarab, but it's still oozing lava.
So he's
Put it in the bin. You won't.
Put it in your bag of holding. Jesus Christ.
Well,
If
that's
you
what I was.
do that, you'll
That's
just
what
have,
I was.
have,
That was.
have a
That's what
bag
I.
of lava that you could throw at
So
someone.
Have
that's
a
what I
bag
was
of
thinking.
lava.
That's what I was thinking. Let's see if villain thinks it.
Uh,
Okay, yeah. So he throws it in the bag of holding and ties it up, just like looking around to see if anyone noticed.
I mean, the floor is
Presumably.
probably
The floor is,
burned.
in fact, now lava.
Play the floor is lava, but with real lava.
Excuse me, it's napalm.
Is he in his room?
No, he's on a depressive streak, and he was just trying to find any happiness
Okay,
with
villain.
the rubies.
What happens when you fill up? Okay, yeah, okay. You have a bag of lava now.
What happens to his other items in his
Did you have
inventory?
any other items in the bag of holding?
Aside
No-
from
no.
magic items?
No, it actually only housed the
Yeah,
took
because
everything
you have
out
the
to
gold
put the gold
ore in
ore
there,
in.
which you refined today.
Yep.
Yeah, so
So
it's not in. So there's nothing in there anymore.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. You have a bag full of lava.
Okay, so David.
Yes.
Yeah.
500 pounds
Just a
worth
bag
of-
full of lava? What? What?
So it becomes a magic item with a set of charges. It has no cap to the number of charges it can get, and it gains charges over time.
Oh my goodness.
Concern.
One charge every hour.
Alright, so villain, you have done this, and you hear people like saying, you hear people in the distance going, "What the hell is going on out there? What is that?" You know.
villain sneaks away
Please.
and I would hope that in
Where did the
Hey.
lava pool happen?
In
corner of town.
a corner of town.
Okay.
So he's going to try to sneak away.
I'm
Hopefully that
sure
passes.
you can easily sneak away because everyone's concerned about the lava.
Yeah.
And then if you want to have the slave yards encounter, like he just ends up walking there. If not, then he'll still be just gone, basically.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you
Then how
managed to do that.
Somehow. Let's just call it fate.
Yeah, you managed to do that. You did learn how to activate the napalm scarab.
Not how to deactivate it though.
Yeah. I mean it.
You also have no way to obtain it, short of sticking your hand in lava.
Excuse me, you can dump out a lot of lava.
You can dump out lava.
For the
Again,
Okay, so for the bag of holding, you can only hold up to a certain number of pounds of stuff. So after a while, the lava is just not gonna cope.
Isn't lava really dense?
Yeah, but
Yep.
the
It
scarab
ceased
only
to
produces
increase in
the scarab
volume.
produces lava for a number of rounds, mechanically.
Uh,
But the bag of holding at the same time, in much the same way that if you put water in a bag of holding and then go into the Arctic, you'll still have water in the bag of holding. So the liquid doesn't change temperature, so it is in fact still lava in the bag of holding.
Yeah,
This is
you
concerning on so
because
many different.
because the bag of holding is a pocket dimension, you can just think about the scarab and retrieve the scarab again without touching lava.
Yeah.
True. It would be great if Villain can think of that. But yeah, so slave yards or nah?
So yeah, you can do the slave yards now. And then after that we will say everyone's done crafting and then we will move on, right? Alright, so yeah, what are you looking for in the slave yards?
I'm looking to see if there's any Skaven slaves with the markings of Clanation.
Not really around here.
Then I guess I would be seeing what the majority of the markings are from.
As I said, like there are, like again, like the Skaven clans are mostly a part of the Ilumkari Skaven. Many of the other Skaven are just like they don't really belong to a clan, because the Skaven clans in Ilumkar frequently are at war with each other. The Skaven elsewhere in the world are far less organized and more organized into families rather than clans.
Are there any family markings that
None that you would
are?
recognize.
Oh. Then he doesn't really have any reason. He just waits through and then.
Okay. No one really seems to bother you. All the Skaven slaves are kind of doing their own
Slaves?
yeah, they're busy being slaves. Yeah. All right. So if there's nothing else, we're gonna do a time cut, and to where you all are finished with your magic
Question.
items.
How much do bags of holding cost, and are there any in town?
Let me see. Bags of holding. Bags of holding are uncommon, meaning that they
That's the
are
2,500?
2,500 gold pieces. And there are some in town. Though I do not think you guys have the money to buy one.
Monetary requirements.
You all are poor now, is what I'm saying.
Except for Villain.
How much is the bag of holding?
Or
2,500.
Okay. I'm sorry. I missed part of that. What happened?
What are you missing?
Like I got up, I had to talk to someone. I missed everything after the ran off to the thing and didn't see any of a certain clan.
Missed
Oh,
nothing.
they're looking at bags of holding. How much bags of holding would cost?
Put a
Ah,
bag of holding
okay.
in the bag of holding.
Yeah, so there are bags of holding. They cost 2,500 gold though.
And what does a bag of holding do? outside of holding things in a pocket dimension?
Holds things in a pocket dimension.
Like, what's the like weight capacity? Like in
500
500 pounds.
pounds.
That seems useful. I'll buy it.
Do you have 2,500 gold?
Yep, I've got 2672.
All right, yeah, you can buy a bag of holding.
Yeah. I now have 172 gold pieces.
Not that you know what they do.
No. I mean, I collect shiny things and trade them for food
collect
and items far
shiny
more
things?
valuable.
And then after he collected the shiny things, he found this really nifty bag and was just like, "Is this enough?"
No, I'm okay. I'm not actually that stupid. It's more like a 15-year-old kid who has an allowance, right?
So yeah,
Like,
spending time.
I know what money does. I just don't understand the actual value of 2,500 gold.
I mean, I think you understand it perfectly. Gold is not valuable. What it buys is valuable.
Yes, that's the important thing.
To be fair, this is also Hiroki's line of thought, who is like actually 18.
I mean, you just come upon windfalls of gold all the time. You've never worked a minimum wage job as a bartender. You're just
Hiroki
fighting
kind of walks
dragons.
around with his big sword and people give him money for things.
Yeah, is this post time skip actually?
Yeah, this will be post time skip.
Okay, and did my entire list get successfully crafted?
Yes, and you like all of these smiths. These you've seen a slew of like the people you hired have put on their shops, qualified to work with exotic ingredients such as dragon bone, dragon scale, etc., etc. Like they've added
Yeah.
it to part of their shops and whatnot.
I'm gonna distribute 150 gold between them evenly, out of thanks for their expeditious work.
They tip their hat to you, and they're off to back to their busy craft, right?
Yeah. And when I return, I have an item for each of you. The value and power of the item is variable, but for Skylar,
Yes.
I have a basically a regular grappling hook, not like a special grappling hook, but just a regular grappling hook
Alright,
made
that's
out
kinda
of
high, too.
the spine, intestines, and claws of a hydra.
That's
Where are the
actually super
intestines in
cool.
it?
What the hell?
Basic speech bride.
Yeah. No, he's just carrying fucking like still wet intestines.
intestines.
I was like trying to imagine that. I was
No,
like,
it's
what does
literally
that
just
look like?
one of the
That's so
Hydra's
creepy.
hands as the hook, and then it's just attached to the small intestine.
No, it's how it stretches.
Yeah, no, but like it functions like a regular grappling hook.
But it's cool.
For Adric,
Hmm.
you get a set of dragon knuckles.
Oh.
Yeah. For Emma, or Hiroki, there's a dragon rib sheath that is big enough for your Nadachi, and can also function as the world's largest flute or similar wind-like instrument.
Okay.
Hiroki's very happy.
Wait, that's actually so giga dumb. I love it.
Okay, but you have to understand, I need to like make these gifts proportional to the actual like combat potential of a player.
Mhm.
Flute.
I mean, this is actually perfect because
Yeah,
he
and
would
it's
not
in
trade
character.
his sword. He would not trade his sword, and he likes music, and
Yeah.
his old sheath is getting kind of old.
For Alania, I give you a Hydra Gland Quiver, which is
Mhm.
basically a pseudo enchantment. If what David said last week still holds.
It does.
Okay.
Which was what?
It enchants all arrows, or it does it
It's not
tip
really an
all?
enchantment, but
It's not
like
enchantment. It tips all your arrows in poison or bolts, I guess.
Interesting. That's super fancy.
It is super fancy. And then I just chuck a Hydra skull at Vilm. Like I just throw it at his fucking head.
is it the helmet that you said?
Mm-hmm. It's a small, roughly rat-shaped helmet.
Nick,
That's actually
are you
kind of
there?
sweet.
Yeah.
Nick?
What happened?
Other Nick.
Yeah.
The one who just got a gift chucked at his face.
Do I need to make any saves for that?
No.
Because it's sudden.
No, it's just straight up an attack roll.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
No. It's... whether or not you catch it is up to you. It is catchable.
He catches it and then sulks down in a corner.
Cool. It has a little chin strap.
It has a little chin strap.
That is so good.
Yeah. And then, there's be wearing a considerably larger portion of Hydra remnants. But
Armor.
that is, so, it turns out I am actually just Geralt. Except instead of 2 swords, I have 2 bows.
Nice.
One bow and one significantly larger bow. With, a significantly large sword also on the back.
Do you need stats for your bow?
Yes.
Alright, I will provide them momentarily.
Okay. Great.
I'll put them in the channel, in the equipment channel.
Yep.
Does the helm raise my AC at all? Or do anything? Or is it just purely decorative?
It gives you a +1 on checks to convince people
Intimidate
you're not a
Skaven.
Skaven. So you can't. It doesn't help you pass yourself off as another race. It helps you pass yourself off as not Skaven.
Okay.
Because it's like a very ambiguous shape and it breaks up the rat face part of rat.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Can you wear the helmet and the mask of disguise at the same time?
Yes, the mask
Okay.
can be worn underneath the helmet.
That's all. Thank you.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's basically it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah, I do also distribute everyone like an actual like Hydra Skull mask as well. It's not a full helmet because your heads are too big.
Stupid big heads.
Yeah. But seeing how there's enough heads on a Hydra, everyone gets one.
Everyone gets what?
It's a decorative like Hydra mask. It's basically to celebrate in the glory of killing a dragon.
You said it was made from from the skulls.
Yeah, everyone gets a skull worth of mask.
Which is kind of cool.
Quick question:
Nice.
would dragon knuckles have the same damage as brass knuckles, or am I matching with the?
No, they're not. They're not like knuckle. Like they're not knuckle dusters. They're like dice almost.
Ah,
Like the fortune telling tool.
Yeah, precisely. I have knuckle dusters made out of dragon knuckle.
I respect that a lot, though.
I could imagine it.
Okay, yeah. So, and with that, you all, I'm assuming you all are ready to leave the city of Glitterheim, and you guys do get the items back from Aaron, Elu, and Aranasto. She basically tells you guys what you already know because you guys rolled really well in history for discovering these things. So yeah.
Great.
So yeah, so this tiefling woman tells you as you guys are leaving Glitterheim, she gestures one direction and goes, "So, which way do you want to risk? There's Sandman out that way," and pointing the other direction.
Sand?
There's orcs out that way.
Is that or the direction where the Sun Speaker and his men are coming?
And the other
Or is it-
direction, she points. She says, or she's heard that there are orcs, like an orc war tribe.
So the Sun Speaker is, what do you call it? Expanding the territory?
Yes.
That's concerning, but I'd rather chance it with the orcs. I've faced the Sun Speaker before.
Yeah, I've heard some scary shit about him. All right. So, do you guys have any special way of transporting, or are we legging it? We walking?
Legs.
We walk.
Jerky grins and then points at his legs as well.
Should have guessed. All right, let's go. And so you guys start walking. Is there anything you all would like to do during this time of travel?
Villain tries his best to just hide away.
Yeah, and so I need somebody to draw me a route, right? So you all are on the world map. You all are currently here, right?
Yeah.
So to the right is the Azolution army. And to the left is the Grass Sea, where there is an orc war tribe. I would like one of you to draw, or you all can just head through the mountains, though that is not generally recommended. So you all are gonna skirt along the edge of the mountains.
Yeah, sounds reasonable enough.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So you all start your journey. Who would like to make me checks to not get lost?
Let me see. What is my
Which check is that again?
Survival.
survival?
I can make
Plus
them really
8
well.
Are we still in the
Oh,
desert?
that
Because I
works.
should have a bonus for that.
Hiroki
Right.
rolled a 19.
You are no
Yep.
longer in the desert, and you would not get a bonus for that because you don't have a class feature that says you get a bonus
I was
for
gonna say I
that.
would give you either assistance and or guidance, but you already rolled, so. Can more than one of us? roll
It
anything?
is the first person who
clicked it.
rolls. So Hiroki, yeah, you guys do fine. You don't get lost.
Over this course of time, can I don't remember the changes in particular, but is it take a week, I believe, to make the grassy my favorite terrain temporarily?
It is by spending a day studying.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you can do that. You can do that during this day. Yeah, while you're traveling.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can do that. Now, would somebody make me a perception check?
Not me.
Well, I assume
give
my
them
passive isn't
guidance.
good enough in that case.
Whoever rolls, I
Uh,
give
I
you
might
guidance.
have pretty good perception. Give me a second. Let me make
Villain
sure. Yeah, I've got decent
has
perception. I've got +3.
Villain has
Uh,
also +3 due to jack of all traits.
You want to help me?
I have a really potent perception of
Do you want to
+8.
do it then?
Yeah, I probably should. Would
And I
one of
will
you like
assist.
to help me? Okay.
Yeah, so you do see campfires in the far distance, and a lot of them.
Yeah. At this point, I will ask the tiefling her name.
Uh, she turns to you and she says, "My name's Kalia."
Okay. Kalia. Behold the campfires. What is your preference?
I mean, it depends on how many of them there are. How good are you all with She gestures towards Hiroki's sword and your bow.
And my punch.
Good, but probably not that good.
No, she
I'm
doesn't
assuming
even,
there's
she
like an
doesn't
army's
consider
worth,
you a
right?
combatant right now, Skylar. She has not seen you do anything. She saw you walk slowly, like slower than everybody else.
Slowly wander around.
Yeah. Yeah, she does not know of your
Skills.
stuff, you know.
Your level 7 skills.
Yeah, your level 7 skills, because you haven't leveled up yet, have you?
No.
Alright, yeah, so she says, "What's your all's preference?"
Wait, those are the orcs, right? Or no?
It is, yeah, it appears to be an orc war camp.
What's their alignment again?
Varying.
Varying. Okay.
Depending on
For a
which
second, I
orc.
thought you were just gonna say very angry, and I was like, yeah, all right.
Depending on what tribe.
Hiroki also says, I mean, chances are if they don't want to, then we don't have to do anything except walk by.
I don't know. They look to be on the warpath. Kalia says.
Hiroki then says, I can protect a few people quite well, I would say then.
There looks to be about 50 of them in this particular camp. And Kalia's like looking out there and she says, "You see that?" She points to like about a 15-foot tall like pole. You see that right there? That thing sticking up?
Yeah.
That's a standard. That means they've got a shaman with them, which means they're scary. I say we avoid them.
Yeah,
Then let us
seems
avoid
very reasonable.
Yeah,
How
they're
many of them are in fireball distance?
no, they're quite a ways out. And she goes, "But if you guys think we can take them," she has like a short sword. She like half pulls out a short sword and she goes, "I've got that." So
We're
I
probably
say I'd rather list violence.
say that again.
I say I'd rather avoid needless violence.
Yeah, fair enough.
I guess.
And Hiroki's not very stealthy, so if we're fighting, it's because they notice him and don't like him enough to stab him.
Wait, are we gonna be passing them close enough to where we're gonna have to stealth by?
Probably not. We're probably gonna go into the mountains a little bit.
You guys can choose not to. You guys can choose to if you want. It's up to you.
I'm gonna suggest going up into the mountains a bit to be away from them.
And she says, and like it is getting dark at this point. And then Kalia says, "Yeah, there are probably some caves up in this mountain. We can hunker down for the evening."
seems reasonable.
Tell us to that.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you guys easily find a cave. Yeah, and so Kalia rolls out a bedroll and like sets it on the ground and says, Do you guys want to just crash for the night, or you guys want to sit around, build a fire, and all that campy jazz?
You can sleep if you want to.
Well, what I'm asking is, are we setting a watch?
We are
It
setting a watch. I think it would be unwise not to.
would be prudent.
Again, a leading question. Which watch am I taking?
I mean, how many watches do we need again?
3, right?
The more watches you have, the more sleep each of you gets. So, keep that as you will.
I'll take
We
first
need
watch.
5 watches,
Wouldn't
I
it be
think it was.
4 watches? 4 2-hour watches? Or
Oh yeah, for D&D.
Yeah.
That's normal for watches. Hiroki will volunteer for the second watch, I guess.
I'll take last watch, I guess.
Do you want to double up on watches?
You should double up on one of Hiroki's watches.
Um, well, whatever. I don't care.
Because
That should
I
be fine.
have
Figure out the logistics.
no perceptions that are good.
I have a +8 perception, and last watch is one of the brighter watches. So the dark doesn't inhibit me as much.
Justin, the stats for your great bow are in channel. Yeah, and Kalia says, "I've got dark vision, and I'm pretty good at seeing stuff. I've got a +9." She has
Third watch is it?
She has a +9 in perception because of expertise.
So
She goes, "I'll take whatever watch you guys need me to take. Just let me know."
Alright. So she'll take third then.
Yeah. So, who's on watch with the other person?
I can be.
So who's on
Okay.
first watch? What 2 people are on first watch, or is there only 1 person on first watch?
I should be fine.
All right.
For first
Roll me perception.
All right.
First
It only
watch.
matters if I get better than the 19, I guess. 22.
Yeah. So you as the sun sets in the distance, you can see the fires of the camp, and you can hear them like their war chants echo across the rolling fields.
Does anything seem to be happening from this distance or no? Can't even see it.
You can see, like, what are you looking for?
Can I see their camp from where we are?
Yeah, you can see it.
Does it look like they're preparing to do anything besides just chant?
They're chanting, dancing, dancing around like this gigantic fire they've built.
Celebrating their war path.
All right. I'll just relay that onto second watch. What I watch them do.
All right, second watch.
Right, keeping in mind for when the chants stop, if they ever do stop during that.
Are there 2 people on this watch or only 1? I don't think I'm on any of the watches yet, but I can be.
Then you are on mine,
All right.
and this is why.
It is a good thing that you are.
I imagine Hiroki only pays attention to the chants at this point.
Yeah, so the chants don't stop.
something probably happens that we're aware of.
Yeah, and so the chants just continue throughout your guys' watch. Third watch, who's on watch with Kalia?
I think it's just her.
Is it just her? All right. Yeah.
That
Okay.
second roll is a big rip.
Yeah, really is though. All right, and then next watch, is this the final watch? Fourth watch, final watch. All
Yeah.
right, fourth watch.
That's it. That's all we.
Yeah.
Justin, you're what?
Yeah.
And as the wee hours of the morning approach, you all, Justin, as they during your watch, they've broken down they start to break down their camp, and they begin continuing to march. They do march closer to, and like as they march along, because they seem to be marching through the mountains, or beginning to march through the mountains. And you guys from your cave can get a fairly decent look at them, because they're winding their way through through the mountains, like through the valleys in the mountains. But the valleys here are very narrow and very steep. So what would you like to do?
Boop, can you hear me?
Hello, yeah, now I can hear you.
Oh, we cannot hear you.
Useful.
Yes, we can hear you.
Fuck. Yeah, sorry. I got bits and pieces of that. Marching through mountains, hearing something.
They're beginning to march through the mountains, and they're marching like right beneath you guys. You guys climbed up into a cave, and they seem to be marching through the valleys in between the mountains. These valleys are very narrow and very steep.
Are they marching like across the mountains into Azalusha? Or towards Azalusha, I guess?
Towards Glitterheim, it seems. And as you look and look down at them and see them walking across, you see more groups of orcs scattered through the grass sea, also marching across.
Well, this is a little bit above my pay grade. I took a simple,
This looks like a siege.
yeah, I just took a post mail job. Yeah, I'm gonna let shit happen because I'm straight up. I can't do shit about it. We probably
I
can't.
got more important things to worry about right now.
Yeah.
When everyone wakes up, do you even tell them what happened?
Oh yeah. Once people wake up, but I'm letting people get their sleep.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
so
Yay.
everyone wakes up. Everyone wakes up.
Mhm.
The fire has warm embers in
So-
it, and the sun is just beginning to, and the sun is well in the sky from your vantage point a couple 100 feet above the ground.
I recommend that whatever cleric that can cast sending, if they can, cast sending to
I don't have sending.
the guard of at the entrance.
Sending even a cleric spell?
It's a third level.
Yeah, which means it would be your max spell slot, right?
Nope.
No,
I have fourth
it would
level.
be second to max.
I mean,
I definitely don't have that.
it's after a long rest. Does that mean we can prepare
And-
now, or we had?
Yeah, you can prepare spells now.
Okay, in that case, I guess I will prepare sending and take out. I'll figure out which one I take out for it, but I'll prepare sending. Who would be the most important person I know?
The guard at the front gate.
Am I familiar enough with the guard at the front gate?
If you've seen his face and presumably his name, or the shopkeep, or the professor, actually.
To your call.
What does everyone think? Should we?
Actually, the professor might actually take your what do you call it? Warning to heart.
All right. I guess we'll go with the professor then.
All right.
Since
What
they're
are
the
you
ones
saying?
who know
What are
the
you
best.
saying?
Let's see, 25
There's
words or
an
less.
orc army going to siege Glitterheim.
There's an orc army approaching Glitterheim from the north.
However many days out we are.
Yeah. I don't know how many days out we are.
1.
About 1 day out. And then they can respond.
Armies take longer to travel across than
Yeah, they do. You hear in your head, "Thank you for this information. I will run it up the chain. We should be fine. The walls of Glitterheim are thick."
How many C's?
Any
Like probably yeah. I was about to say like 10.
C's? All right.
Because Glitterheim only has one wall. It only has the front wall because it's built into a mountain.
It's a natural fortress, basically.
Yes.
Still good to let them know.
Yeah. And so on your second day of travel, what do you all do? Just continue traveling, or do you all want to... any conversations that need to be had, or do you guys just want to time skip to the Reach?
What did you say the girl's name was?
Kalia?
Might I ask what
I'll
you're
put it
doing in a...
Yeah. Say again, Emma?
Might I ask what you've been doing in Ilumkar?
I picked up a few things in Ilumkar. We can just leave it at that, right?
I am more curious, but if you're not going to share, then I won't press.
Yeah, she's not gonna give more information than that right now.
Darn. Disappointed child noises.
She's not super trusting.
I mean, that's fair.
It's
We only
fair.
just met her, and she was trying to steal something that we had.
Yet you guys let her take a watch by herself.
I don't see why not. She could run literally at any time, so
Yeah.
might as well.
I mean, if she runs at any time, though, and the rest of us are awake, we have a chance to, catch up with her. Whereas, if she had decided to run, she would have had a 4-hour head start. In a direction that we could guess, but wouldn't.
I know how she was running around, and that still wouldn't work.
I mean, she could literally be, walking for 4 hours more than we would.
Well, yeah, but no, the other things. Like, if it wasn't for Atali, she would have actually been long gone.
I mean,
And
yes.
I don't mean if it wasn't for Atali's ability to catch up. If it wasn't for Atali's ability to convince her that they mean no harm for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you all. So is that you guys want to time skip to the Reach?
Yeah, I think at this point, since Kalia is not going to be very sharing.
Yeah.
You all have not completed her personal side quest yet.
What was that?
You all have not. You all have not.
Her personal side quest
Yeah,
for her to
completed
be
her
our
personal side
companion.
quest.
We haven't developed enough of a rapport to unlock the side quest. How
Yeah,
It's okay.
BioWare?
So where in the Reach are you guys going?
Presumably where she's going.
She's kind of leading the pack.
So you guys are letting her lead. You don't want to go to your clan home, Justin?
Well, I mean, it depends on where she's trying to go. Where roughly in the Reach is she trying to go?
She is going towards the northeast part of the Reach.
Oh, they're like right next to each other then. Great. But yeah. If anything, it's like when you get into your neighborhood when you're driving back and you just like you've just driven through it. You have like you're so familiar with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
in the Reach, Haruki puts on the what do you call it? The Hydra mask.
Yeah, respectable. Um,
I mean, I presume it's just normal thing for the Reach. Well, normal, respectable things, but still normal.
it's like wearing a trophy.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, we'll definitely go to wherever she's going first, though.
All right. Yeah. So as you guys are navigating through the Reach, she's heading towards the northeast.
Yeah.
If do you want to stop by your clan home?
This is probably your chance to where things get serious.
No.
Okay.
Shit's too important. Yeah, I doubt
I
she
like
would
how
be.
seriously you're playing your character, and it makes me happy inside.
I, as a character and a player, would like to. I sincerely doubt that the Tiefling, as a character, would be so happy as to walk into a tribe of Goliaths holding one of their gods. So probably not.
Do you want you? I mean, you can just ask. You can ask that question, right?
Nah. You think Atali has the
Interpersonal skills.
Yeah, like she already like sacrificed her pride once. She's not doing it again. Nah, she continues forward. She follows where she's led.
All right. Yeah. She continues leading you up through the up through the northeast, past where your tribe is, and eventually, like she leads you all to a cave, a fairly large cave, at the base of a mountain. And she begins to walk in to the cave. What do you all do?
Follow.
Yeah, I'll be following right behind her.
along.
Is anyone not following?
I mean, don't split the party.
That sounds like a great idea. I guess we're all following.
I guess
Villains,
we should all go.
villains,
Say that again, Nick.
villains not going to go in and just stay outside the mountain. He's going to be with Net.
Because Net no light cave.
For that note, Net is enjoying herself. She doesn't seem to be bothered by the cold weather. She's flying and squawking happily.
So he and Net will be outside the cave.
Get into too much trouble without us.
There's far too many flying predators to be standing around outside.
Basically.
In fact, there are. You all have
I
seen.
hear
You all
say
have
that.
seen a few dragons since you all have entered the Reach. Mostly high in the sky, and occasionally you'll hear a roar. as a dragon like like shouts into the sky, and you can hear its echoes across the mountains.
I am
All of this
paradoxically, I am paradoxically more tense and more relaxed than you've ever seen me.
Inside, as you all walk inside, this appears to be somebody's home. There's a fire pit with a relatively small fire built inside of it. Yeah. Justin, how would you describe your people's the Goliath's relationship with giants?
Um, like that of like the Dragonborn, if that makes any sense.
Explain it to me.
So
dragons are descendants of
remember how
or-
like the Dragonborn are the like bastard cousin of the family?
Yeah.
Um, the giants are like the particularly stupid, uh, and big bastard cousins of the family, right? There's a little more bad blood between them, but the giants are too few to pose enough of a threat to like be a real thorn in the side of any of the tribes, right? Like, yeah, they control their like mountain passes, and the giants respect the Goliaths respect their territory, but it's not like it's there's a kind of I don't know respectful
mutual
hostility.
don't touch each other.
Yeah, like if a Goliath sees a dragonborn in a tavern, they might like walk up, have a beer, and then walk out and never see each other again, right?
Yeah.
Um, a Goliath and a giant would like bare fangs, so to say, and not have a friendly drink, but they won't like actively go out of their way to murder each other.
Well, as you are walking in here, you do tend to realize that
It's
many
a
of the
little bit
things.
big of a home.
This is quite big of a home, and the stool is quite big, and the fire pit is quite big.
All the better to cook you with, my dear.
Wrong
Oh,
creature.
okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So what do you do?
I'm just gonna kind of have to roll with it. At this point, there's not too much I can do.
All right. Yeah, so she keeps walking deeper into the cave, which angles upward. It seems to be going up the mountain.
Yeah. I'm a little on edge.
Oh, I don't think you heard me, but when we were outside the cave, I asked how tall the mountain was.
Ah, it's a very tall mountain. It is the tallest mountain that you all can see.
Hmm.
It do be kind of tall though.
Neat.
And
Do
you
be
hear, and then Kalia like takes her foot and starts banging it on the ground and goes, "Hey, come out, come out!" And you all hear a thump, 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 as you hear something walking towards you. And coming around the corner is a storm giant.
Makes sense.
Of course. Um, At this point, more nervously than anything else, I'm just gonna like elbow Hiroki in the like cheek, I guess, at that height. But and just say, "Speaker of the storm, eh?"
Huh.
And you all, and this storm giant is carrying, is leaning on almost what appears to be a cross between a spear and a staff. Like it is very much a druidic looking staff, but the top of it branches outward into branches outward, but at the top of where the staff branches outward, instead of where there would normally be a gem set, there's a large blue crystal spearhead set into it.
Yeah. Well, I would take my time and admire the craftwork, and try and ignore the fact that I'm in a giant slayer right now.
The other important fact of note is this giant is wearing what appears to be wraps over his eyes, and he's got a thick white beard.
Ah. Are you
What
the
does
one?
Kalia
Very
do
large
when
man.
when he comes out?
Kalia's like, "Hey guys, come say hi."
Oh,
Yeah.
Hiroki says hi
Um.
after trying to duck out of the way of Atali's elbow.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I'm as businesslike as you can be when you're
Gritting your teeth.
kind of shitting your pants. um. I'll ask. Are you the one she calls the mountain?
No, I am not.
Hmm.
And as this is happening, you hear a very loud bark, right? And you hear like a clamoring, and you see this dog, this what can only be described as a, well, it's, you all would recognize it as a winter direwolf.
What size would this winter direwolf be?
Large.
Dire
I would hope.
Great.
Hmm.
So here I am, standing in a room with my traveling companions, staring at two of the bigger predators in the reach, having a chat over hopefully tea in a moment.
Yeah, and the storm giant says, "Hey, calm down, Dagon. It's fine. Or for now, it's fine."
Winter
for
wolves
now.
understand a giant and common, which is really interesting.
Ah,
I take that back. This direwolf is not large. It is one size larger. It is huge.
Even better.
Huh.
It
lovely.
looks floofy.
How big is it relative to the giant?
The
Or-
giant is also size huge. The giant stands taller than it, but if
But
the
he
dog were
stands,
to
like,
stand up
longer.
as if you would put it, it would be the same size as the giant.
Lovely, love. Ah,
At this point, the dog, which you've heard it called Dagon, begins to growl at something behind you, guys.
That Vil?
I'll turn around and look, I guess.
Yeah, I would as well.
Sorry, when I say turn around, I don't mean like 180. I mean like kind of step sideways. So I'm trying to keep everyone in view.
The rest of you still don't see Villain.
Great. Do we see anyone at all?
No.
Lovely.
And
This is concerning.
Dagon starts to bark. And the giant says, "Whoever you are back there, come out. I don't want to have to sick my dog on you."
I don't think that'll be necessary. Good. We're here. Hello.
Villain, what do you do?
Then you say, I
The-
don't think he's talking to us.
So Villain pokes his ears and head around a corner or rock, basically.
Just come out from there. Dagon doesn't like it when people are hiding in our home.
No, too many dumb giant things. I stay back here.
I promise you I am not dumb. Contrary to
Smart.
what many believe, or
Too
contrary
many-
to the rest of our kin, my kind are quite intelligent.
Too many giant things. I stay back here. I be okay.
Well, you can
Murphy
either
butts
step
in.
forward, or I can only hold Dagon for so long. Eventually,
Hiroki
he'll get
butts
away
in
from
and
me.
says, don't hurt my friend. He's just been hurt
I
a
don't
lot
plan
by
on it,
a
but things
giant.
that are skittering around back there most of the time are pests. And Dagon quite likes to eat pests. So come out here, make yourself known. It'll make Dagon less nervous. And if Dagon's less nervous, he's less likely to jump at you.
So Villain Mask of Disguises walks forward and basically Mask of Disguise is into let's say a giant sized version of him.
You can't do that.
True, I can't. Is it one larger or is it no?
One larger.
So a medium sized version of himself. Seems a little bit taller.
There you go. That's better. See, Dagon, calm down. And he's like starts petting the dog.
Does the dog look floofy?
The dog is very floofy. It's got a thick winter coat.
Very floofy.
There you go. So why don't we sit down? And he has his hand on like the dog, like patting the side of the dog, and the dog seems to kind of lead him around the cave. And he goes and starts boiling some water. So, who are your friends? And Clea goes, I'll let them introduce themselves. She elbows Atali and goes, don't be rude. Say hello.
Yeah. I'm Atali of the neighboring Latai tribe.
He gives like a quick little scoff, but he goes, all right, a Goliath. Interesting. And the rest of you?
Hiroki Yamazaki, I hail from Illumkar.
He nods.
Adric Sungard, also of Ilumgar.
What god do you
Putting a
follow,
last
Adric?
That would be a Matarasu.
The warrioress of the sun.
Yes. Does he have anything in here that would that I would recognize religious, or is he does he just seem knowledgeable?
He does have a holy symbol which is carved out of this blue and white gemstone. It is a symbol of it is three cross lightning bolts. In front of like a pair
storm
of
god
dragon
by any
wings.
chance?
3 cross lightning bolts in front of a pair of like spread dragon wings.
Do I recognize the religion or no?
Religion check. Atali, you recognize this as a holy symbol of Triaxis.
Ah.
The rest of you do not.
No.
Then I won't comment on it.
And what is this symbol on again?
What is
Three
it? What is the
cross
symbol, or
lightning
what is
bolts
it made
in front
out of?
Dragon wings.
Oh, where is it? What is
What
it?
is it on top of?
It is 3 lightning bolts, and then the background is a pair of dragon wings, like spread dragon wings.
Okay. But where do we see this holy symbol?
It
Is it on
is
the
like
blanket?
it is. He has it like he's wearing like thick furs, and it is like hanging not like around his neck, but like he has it slung over one shoulder and other the other, right?
No.
And it's like banging against his hip.
Oh, like a sash?
Yeah, almost like a sash.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean that makes me feel a little bit better. I mean,
Alani will introduce herself as well, but she doesn't have a last name, or not one that is available in.
As you speak,
I kind of. Yeah, I'll just say it in comment. I won't say it in ye olde giant.
that's your choice. You could.
I kind of want to say it in ye olde giant. I'm gonna say it in ye olde giant.
All right. So what do you say?
She's just gonna introduce herself. She hasn't had a chance to like.
In Old Giant, he replies, "I have not heard my native tongue in many years.
She
Who are
gets
you,
like
strange one?"
weirdly excited about like someone talking. Um, like in the same way she was talking.
What's your story, strange one? That is not a tongue that is known to many nowadays.
Clarify out of character because we changed a whole bunch of how whatever happened with her. So it's fine for her to say that she died and somehow came back.
Yes. She
Okay.
cannot reveal the broker though.
Who? Okay. That's what she says.
What does she say?
She just says that she was alive a long time ago.
Where do you come from in the name of your time?
Where it used to be. I don't know what the lore is for that.
It would have been, you would have come from the Emerald Forest.
There, then.
He goes, he says, "I issue you this one warning. Be careful when going home. There might be some people who are not so kind. And it has changed a lot. I have not heard this tongue since," or he says, by your accent and the way you speak, you must have been there when I was a boy." And he nods, and he turns back to Common and goes, "The rest of you?"
Is there anyone that hasn't introduced themselves besides Villain?
That's all.
Nipe.
Oh, Anipe.
What?
Introduce yourself. Don't be rude.
Hello. I am Anipe. I am from Resolution.
He nods and goes, "I hear whispers of troubling times stirring from Azalusha."
When is there not trouble? Though this trouble is extra troublesome.
"You speak in riddles."
I speak of someone. I speak like someone who knows her land.
Do you know the land as it is or the land as it once was?
I know the land as it sees itself.
He thinks for a second and then he says, "You may think that you do. Though, however, I do doubt that very much."
And you're welcome to doubt.
And then he goes, "You, the one who was hiding. Who are you?"
Yes, no, I am only rat.
"No, you're gonna have to do better than that. Come on, speak up."
Sneak Pride Stalker, yes. Oh boy.
To be fair,
let's
it
see.
kind of sounds like a normal name.
Oh boy. Insight is plus 11. Come on, your real name. I do not like liars. I do not like things sneaking about in my house.
Well, I don't like you, tall giant.
Well, then you shouldn't have walked into my home. So answer my question.
Pride blood.
See, that wasn't so hard. Why do you dislike giants, small thing?
Giants in past have killed many Skaven. And anyone who's lived in mountains kills Skaven. Everyone kills Skaven.
Yes. Because the Skaven have
Yes,
done
yeah.
some things themselves. Do you not know your own history?
Skaven do what they must sometimes.
As do all people. And yet, some people always call other people evil because they've done what they've needed to do. Do you want to know the history of my people? Small thing.
Yes.
So, villain shrinks down to his normal size.
Would it be easier for you if I were a little smaller?
Easier on eyes, neck, yes.
And he will cast Alter Self, and doing so he can appear, I believe he can appear one size class smaller.
So wait, he could go from huge to giant?
Huge to large.
Oh, okay.
It's tiny, small, medium, large, huge, gargantuan.
Colossal.
Yeah, I mean colossal if you're doing that.
Oh, he actually cannot do that. Because Alter Self says you can't change your...
Well, he can kneel down at the very least,
Yeah,
or crouch down or something.
He will in fact just like sit. He will put his hand down for you to for the lot of you, or as many of you as you want, to climb onto his hand.
I will do so.
And
I
he
don't
will
see
lift
why
you
not.
all up, and he'll put you into on top of the stool, on top of his stool, and then he'll sit on the floor. So you guys are about at the same level as his head.
I'll sit.
No reason not to.
And he says, "My people are a proud people. We are ancient. In fact, though I am still one of the young ones. Well, sort of. To an extent I am young. But my people have kept watch from these mountains for generations. We record the land. We record everything. Many years ago, many people came from the lowlands, from outside of these mountains, seeking to destroy us, to destroy the history that we knew, that we know, seeking to destroy what we preserve. And they were met with storm and fury. Tell me, small thing, do you consider me and my people evil for destroying those who attacked us?
No, no evil, only mean.
Only mean. Well, there's one thing you'll learn in the Reach, and I'm sure your giant friend, or your Goliath friend, can vouch. It's hard to survive in the Reach.
Goliath, not friend. Goliath's stupid.
Goliaths are not stupid. Not all of them. But you don't survive very long in the Reach by being nice. And I doubt in your culture, the Skavens, I doubt you survive very long being nice there either.
He just stays quiet.
What do you know of your people's history?
Skaven don't have history. Skaven only have present. Skaven have schemes. Skaven have plans. Yes.
There is a history. Would you like to hear it?
Skaven have no need of history.
Well, then Skaven are doomed to repeat it. And I would think, and he points at your holy symbol, I would think that you're different than most Skaven, willing to learn from history.
Yes. I'll listen.
So, do you know of the Calamity?
Big bad times, yes.
Yes. Did you know that your god, or the god of your people, came out, became a god, ascended during the time when there were not as many gods due to the Calamity?
Yes, only Great Horned Rat in history.
Yeah. Yes. Well, with many of your Grey Seers, your people, and your people who record history and remember.
Grey Seers are dumb.
They scheme and wield powerful magics. But I would not go as far as to call them dumb. Calling them dumb implies that they are not a threat, and the Grey Seers are very much a threat. And then he continues, he says, not long after your god ascended to godhood, they attacked. Your god led his people in a war against the other races, the other survivors of the Calamity. That is called, at that time was called the Vermintide. Or as you might have heard it referred to as the Skittering. Do you know about this?
The Great Skitter, yes.
Yes. Many places in the world are still scarred from this event. Can you really blame the world for harboring a grudge against you? The war forgotten. The names forgotten. but the havoc that you and your people wrought, not forgotten.
Yet still, that hate.
It is no
That hate.
different than the hate that you hold for your Goliath friend here.
Goliath's friend almost killed me multiple times.
Did you do anything to them?
No.
He's gonna insight check you. Are you
Oh, damn.
He's gonna say, well, even if they did, and you did nothing, doesn't that mean you can stop the fighting, stop the conflict? You and your kinds make enemies out of anyone and everyone. In these trying times, and the times I see coming, the times that the sky omens scream to me about, don't you think it would be good to have a friend? Or at least an ally?
So what I'm hearing to the response that he's been attacked unprovoked is just, well, don't get attacked, forehead.
That is one solution.
Brilliant.
Villain's going to look extremely disappointed at you to the point where it's intimidating you.
At who?
Hiroki.
That wasn't in character. That was just
I thought it was in
out of
character.
character. Why would it be, don't get attacked, forehead?
But no. Mayhaps it is time to end the conflicts between you two. Mayhaps it is time to end a lot of conflicts. Dark times are ahead. And if the world is busy fighting the Skaven again, do not think the world will survive. And at this point, he's passing out. He has 2 cups of tea, but they're giant-sized cups, so he's unsure of what to do with one of them.
Probably put it in the middle of the stool.
Yeah, he puts it in the middle of the stool, and
Hiroki takes a water skin and will dip it in the cup to have some tea.
it is mint and pine tea.
What happens
tea
if
is
villain
tasty.
What happens if villain puts his paws in it?
I will prevent you from doing that, and then I will instead hand you my water skin.
Yeah, villain's not tall enough to reach over the side of the cup.
Unfortunate.
Good.
So that's enough on. I trust that you've heard some of what I've had to say, small one.
Yes.
Now, why are you here? Namely, why are you here? He looks to Atali. He said, your kind of hunted me in the past. They failed, but...
Fair enough. Your friend? Kalia. She bears one of the gods. Could not.
And he turns towards Kalia and he says, good. You can consider your debt paid. And he says, so, Isn't it odd that we, who follow similar faiths, yet you hunt me, would find ourselves here?
How? Fuck. How much insight would Atali have to the machinations of this world?
What do you mean?
I'm just trying to like separate meta knowledge from
All right, yeah.
game knowledge. Like the resurfacing of like, I guess, legendary items, but also like those are more. Yeah. No, it's.
I mean, you would have some insight, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
part of the reason you went off to find your clan spear was partially because it was stolen from your clan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And partially because the seer of your clan said, "Dark times are upon us." Like basically gave you, like, said, reading the omens, dark times are upon us, and we need our clan's weapon to defend ourselves in these dark times.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Um. Yeah. Then I guess I can respond as, I guess, cryptically as I can. Yeah. Then as the skies darken and the wind bares its teeth, all find shelter in the same caves.
He smiles and he says, he smiles and laughs a little and he says, "Well, if you want to stick around till tomorrow, I'll let you see wind that truly bears teeth." And you can see a smile underneath his beard. And he says, "But for now, I will let you all rest here. You're welcome to my home. Uh, be careful with Dagon and your small friend. I don't want him to accidentally get eaten."
Wouldn't
So
mind
we
that.
have introduced ourselves, but I don't recall you sharing your name. What is your name?
My apologies. It was rude of me. My name is Halfton.
All right.
God, I'm fucking itching to make some shitty pun about how he's not actually half because he's big.
And with that, I think we'll call tonight's session.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys, instead of going to Illimcar,
Halfton's
decided to
home.
deviate on side quests. Which,
I
to
mean,
be fair,
that was the plan originally all along. It's just
yes,
that we
I'm
got
quite
here a
happy
little bit
with this.
faster.
I'm quite happy with this. And you guys are still on your way to Illimcar, so
Yeah.
kind of.
Exactly. We were planning on going to the Reach, at least stopping
Eventually.
by it,
Yeah.
if we had the spear, but now we have a godchild.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, so that was the session.
Yeah. Also, I believe I'm honor bound to not return to my home until I find the spear. So there's it's also that.
I wouldn't say you're honor bound not to. It's not. So I don't know. It's up to you. You can be, though. It could just as easily be, like you can like returning home with a good enough reason, you know.
Yeah. That's fair.
And like this does count
I
as
mean, this would count as an exception, but at the same time, I don't really intend on wresting a dragon egg from this giant.
yeah.
Nor do I particularly think that. Actually, no. Like the dragon would be in good hands with the tribe. Just probably better hands with the giant.
Also, storm giants do see all from their or do see a lot from their caves.
Yeah.
Mayhaps he would be a good person to ask about your spear.
Yeah. That again, another great reason.
Yeah. All right. And with that, that is the session.